lyrics, I just need some room to breathe. Do not fucking talk to me, my genetics got me tweaked. Running from myself, I can't blame them when they leave. Time slips away, burn out, don't fade, death on my grave. I will never be there. 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 My mind is a mosh pit, think I might have lost it. I'm starting to believe there's only one way I can stop this. If pain is beauty, I'm a guillotine. Yeah, you bring the match, I bring the curse. Let the counterfeit say suffocate me in my sleep. I don't wanna wake up, all memories all they eat. Do not fucking look at me, paranoia got me deep. They say they wanna help, but they always fucking leave. Leaving by myself, leaving D&D. Leave me in the dark, leave me with these things. Tell me that you love me, I know all your talk is cheap. Baby, I'm a cold mistake, I would never let the pain. Time slips away, burn out, don't fade, death on my
Loves this song. It's really, really good. Super good. Hi, guys. Hello, hello. What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing good. What's going on? Can everybody hear me? Everybody hear me okay? Am I too loud? Hi, Reese. I take that as a no. Okay, I'm good. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. All right, just want to make sure. Okay, awesome. Hello, everyone. I am very, very excited for this. I have only interacted very briefly with Jane, but I'm over the last couple times that we've been trying to get our schedules coordinated to get this going. But I am very excited. So we're gonna have a great conversation tonight and get to know each other better. And yeah, so I'm really excited. So hello, chat. Hello, everybody. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started, shall we? All right, hold on. Let me unmute here. Hello, Maggot.
Yo, what's up?
Yo. Hi. I'm not too loud or anything. Am I okay?
I mean, you sound fine on my end.
Cool. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure. All right, because I was messing around with the volume and I just didn't want to have happen last night what happened tonight.
Yeah.
Or me get too loud or anything. So
that song is so good. I'm fucking obsessed with that song, bro.
I see why.
I'm listening to that. I'm listening to that song at least like 5 times a day, if not more. Okay.
I don't blame you. That's a great song. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. That's very catchy, and it's very, just kind of slow, but or slow-ish, but it's very nice. It's very nice. I like it. I see why you love it.
Yeah, it's called Sugar by Sleep Token Fairy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You know what? Actually, real quick before I forget, let me go ahead and put this in the chat if you guys want to check that out. Real quick. There you go. There's the link. There's the video for it, so there you go. Check it out if you want. But anyway, all right. Let's go ahead and bring Miss Jane in, and here we go.
Yeah.
Hello, Jane.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. We're doing great. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for doing. Thank you for. You're getting on camera. Okay, hold on.
Hopefully my camera's working. Let's see.
Was there for a second.
Wait. Let's see. Now it should be working.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Hello, my dear. Hello. How are you?
Hi. Good. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. No, thank you for coming on. We greatly appreciate it. Let me get you pulled over here. Give me just a second. There you go. And now everybody can see you. Well, welcome. How have you been today?
Oh, good. I did a session, which I live streamed today. I was working on this giant piece that's someone's entire sleeve. It goes across their back, down their hip, down to their thigh, and I guess as of today we decided we're turning it into a whole leg sleeve. So
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How many hours have you put into that?
So far it was the 3rd session. So I outlined the whole thing from arm all the way down to the thigh in 8 hours, and we've been slowly chipping away at the color with it now. So we're about in total, probably close like 24 hours.
That's dedication.
Cow.
Yeah.
Nowhere near being done.
Wow. Well, can you say what tattoo it is, or is it just like what is it exactly?
So it's a bunch of floral work, and she wanted a peacock, which I went and did this super bougie peacock with like jewels and stuff like that on the thigh. But yeah, it's primarily just a lot of different florals, specific florals that she chose that are have different meanings to her. Some of them I believe are bird flowers and stuff like that too.
Oh, cool. No, that's awesome. That's so yeah. How long have you been doing tattoo work?
Way too long. Long enough that I'm starting to slowly, not right this moment, right? But long enough that I'm to the point that I'm trying to retire out probably in the next 5 to 10 years.
Does it fuck with your hands? Because my sister did obviously not professionally, but she did tattoo work, and she always complained about how much it fucked with her hands, and arthritis and shit like that.
Like it's like I feel like tattooing is like so romanticized locally, and I blame like TV shows like Ink Masters and shit like that. But it is so horrific on the body. Like the average person in our industry lasts on average like 7 to 9 years for many different reasons, but health reasons is being one of them. Like for myself, like I have arthritis problems. My hand hurts all the time. Not only that though, but like I've had for the last couple years the problem that my rib cage has been like slowly caving in more and more because I'm constantly in what I like to call my shrimp position.
Oh.
So it comes with a lot of issues, and then there's been studies coming out slowly but surely over the last couple years. In all things related to tattoos, so like not just like tattoo healing and what inks do, but also like on the tattoo artists themselves. And Vice actually did a really great article a couple years ago that I highly recommend people read. But it the headline was something along the lines of your tattoo artist is suffering in silence to make you look good, and it went into detail about how there's these new studies coming out that we are seeing a insane surge of people in the tattoo industry who have been tattooing for 10 plus years developing scoliosis and shit like that, which I absolutely believe, right?
Oh yeah, I do too.
Horrible postures for long periods of time, right?
Right.
The smart tattoo artists only work in small sessions, right? The dumbasses like myself, we like to go all the way, right, and full send it. But yeah, it does come with a price, right? It's horrible on the body. It can be mentally very draining. I think that's a part that a lot of people don't think about. Like a lot of people think of like tattooing, they're like, oh, like their hand hurts or their back hurts or whatever. But a lot of people don't realize like we are probably some of the most overpaid therapists out there.
Oh yeah, no, oh yeah, I bet.
So we listen to a lot of heavy shit, right? And that sometimes can like fuck with your mental. Like if you ask a lot of like big name artists who are like out of the field and retired out or found ways to retire out by creating a brand and whatever, if you ask a lot of them, like number one reason why they'll tell you why they got out is because it started fucking with their mental. Because people, like, you know, when you're tattooing somebody, right, they have to allow themselves to be vulnerable for you to get up close into their personal space. And when people allow themselves to be vulnerable like that, where they can have someone touching their body all up in their business, right? It unlocks something, I swear to God, with people. And the next thing you know, people are like dumping some of the heaviest fucking shit on you. And you're like, whoa, like, and what should I do? And I don't know. I'm here to do art. I know I look like I have my shit together, but I don't, sis. Trust me on that one. I do not want advice from my ass.
I'm just here to do a tattoo. That's all I want. Yeah, no, I get it.
Hey, is your money green? That's all I'm worried about. Fuck, like,
right,
you know?
right. Well, yeah, but also, you know, what would you say is your average hour doing a tattoo? Does it just depend on what they get, or is this one of your longest ones?
I'm a specialty tattoo artist, right? So I'm not a typical tattoo artist where you can like for one, I don't have a storefront. I just closed my storefront a couple months ago, and I went back to private tattooing because that's just always where my passion's been the most at. I'm a very one-on-one person as an artist. So for me, like I only do one client a day, small or long session, doesn't matter, one client a day. Because for one, people pay a lot of money for these sessions, so I want them to have my attention to the absolute fullest. Because the one thing I hate as a client when I get tattooed is feeling fucking rushed, or that motherfuckers are not taking my time that I'm paying for them serious to begin with and waste my time, right? So I only do one client a day, and I only do giant pieces. So like the piece that I described earlier, that's like normal for me, right? Like for me, a small the smallest size that I'm willing to go is 8 by 10 inch to begin with. And there's a reason for that, right? It's not that I think myself like I'm better than everybody, because there's always like, that's a big debate within the tattoo industry. Like, oh, limiting yourself, you're a fucking asshole. And then, you know, the people like me who understand why we do it, there's a reason, right? So for me personally, for me speaking, I can't speak for any other artist, right? For me personally, I am incredibly fast at tattooing. Like I colored in 3/4 of a back piece today in less than 6 hours on stream, right?
Yeah.
I am incredibly fast as a tattoo artist. So for me, doing a small piece, it's going to take me like 10 minutes. And for what I'm going to have to charge in order for me to justify a living off of it, people are not going to want to pay that, right? And I understand that, right? Why would they pay, like, for example, if someone's just trying to get some tiny lettering done, no one's going to want to pay $150 or $250 for that when they can go down the road, you know, and get it done for like $50, right?
Mhm.
And I
Right,
respect
and you're
that.
doing
I
it-
understand that.
You're doing it private, right? You're doing it
Right.
private, like in your own
Right.
home. Yeah.
Exactly. So for me, it's I like to make it worth everybody's time, right? So for me, I always tell people I'm the girl you come to when you're ready for your first big girl tattoo or your first big boy tattoo, right? Like that's who I am. You come to me when you're ready for your big piece, right? Because I, at least for what I charge and for the quality of work and the not just the quality of work, but how fast I can lay down this ink, it's gonna make it worth everybody's time. I get paid, I'm happy, you're walking away with something quick as fuck, and also that you're gonna take to the grave with you, right? Because name anything else that you're gonna take to the grave with you, nothing, right? But your ink's gonna go with you, right? So you might as well invest properly accordingly, right? So for me, I only do big sessions, or big tattoos. So because of that, I work literally in like 4, 6, or 8 hour blocks, and on average, it's 6 or 8 hour sessions.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm curious, how many of your tattoos are yourself? Because I like just my own experience in it. Most tattoo artists, they do a lot of their own tattoos.
So I was really impatient in my younger years. When I first started getting into tattoos, right?
Yeah.
And I did so much dumb shit, like on my arms, my legs, like the places that I could reach, essentially. One, I was eager. Two, I wanted to try different things out. I was like so inspired at the time when I started getting into it that I wanted to try all the things. I wanted to try American traditional. I wanted to try Polynesian. I wanted to try all the things, right? Not knowing a goddamn thing, what the fuck, you know? I just wanted to try all the things. I was so inspired by the things. But because of that, I ruined so much fucking real estate on myself, right? Whereas now a million years later, right? Because I've been doing this for over 15 years, right? So now a million years later, we have these incredible artists who can put literal photographs on your skin, right? And I have so little skin left, right? That I've been like holding it hostage like no one's business. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, man, I want to do all the things, but I don't have the real estate for it. So long story short, to answer your question, I did a lot of shit on my own body. I mean, that's why I have my arm blacked out. My leg is being slowly blacked out. I'm most likely going to eventually black out probably the other leg as well. And there's, reasons for that as well. But yeah, I ruined so much real estate tattooing myself so fucking much.
Yeah.
Well, I'm mad about it. I'd be jealous as fuck tattooing these bitches' legs, right? I'd be giving them the most beautiful fucking pieces, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, this could have been me, but
right?
You wanted to be impatient.
Oh my god! That reminds me. I actually put in the KHuck. I put in the stream docket. There's a picture, it's a post from Sangli. I don't want to. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. I think it's the first one. It's the first link.
Okay. Let me find it. Okay.
And that's some of Jane's. I don't know. I think it should be fine to show on stream. There is some nudity, but I think it should be fine to show on stream.
I know which one you're talking about.
Okay, hold on.
I tried to find some of your work earlier. I tried to find some of your work earlier.
I actually do have some pictures that she sent to me too that I was going to show as well. I asked her for it because
I have an Instagram account too that you guys can pull up if you guys want. More than welcome to go through that.
Yeah. But yeah, there's this one. Let me share my screen here with you both real quick here before. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me. Oh, here we go. Sorry. I had to find the picture because I'm silly. That's one of them. So let me share with the rest of the class here. Give me a second.
So there's actually a really funny story behind that small one, right? On her hand. My daughter actually drew that up on her hand.
Oh, did she really? Oh, that's
yes,
cute.
and I tattooed it. Because this
Oh,
is one of my
I love
best
it.
friends, and she's like an auntie to all my kids. So
Mhm.
my kid drew that up, and I tattooed it for her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute. Now, was it just that's adorable. I love it. That's so cute. And then there's this other one. Let me pull that other one up here. I think it was.
Oh no, there's two. No, you gotta go back to
that's
the
the
other
hair
one.
one.
And I
Oh,
do
that's
want to
right, I'm
talk. I
sorry.
do want to talk about her hair.
Oh, that's the hair
styling.
one. This
yeah,
one.
there we go.
This
yeah,
one. Yeah.
Yes.
That one's
Yeah.
badass. That's awesome.
Oh, it's
I
so
love-
good. And I really do. I do love the part up top there. I really do.
I do too.
So
yeah.
it's funny too. I hit her up one day. It was after I closed my shop. I took some time off.
Mhm.
I closed my storefront, going through a breakup, all the things, right? And
Right,
so
right.
I rebuilt my studio up, right? And I finally was able to do all the things how I always like envisioned and imagined, essentially, right? And so after a couple days after I finally had everything done, everything set up, everything good to go, I hit up St. Gillian and I was like, "Hey, what are you doing right now?" And she's like, "Absolutely nothing. I'm finishing up a commission," because she's an incredible digital artist. And
Yeah.
she's like, "I'm finishing up a commission right now." I was like, "Cool." I was like, she lives 7 minutes down the road from me. I was like, "I'm gonna be there in like 3 to 5 minutes." And I'm gonna pick you up because I really, really, really want a tattoo. But here's the catch: I'm not gonna charge you, but you just gotta let me do whatever I want. She was like,
Damn.
"I don't even give a shit. Like, do whatever." And I was like, "Bet, bitch." So I
Yeah.
picked her up, and we went back to my place, and that's what happened.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so
That's
I
what
love
happened
it.
when
It's-
people
it's
just
fucking
let me
amazing.
do my fucking thing. Just let me do whatever I want, and that's the dope shit you get out of it. When people control the pieces too much, it just doesn't come out right, man. But if you just
Yeah,
give me creative
yeah.
freedom, I do some dope shit.
No, that's really cool. So how long
Yeah,
did it take
yeah.
for you to do this? Just like a couple
That
hours?
was
maybe?
one single sitting, and I want to say
Mhm.
about maybe 4-ish hours, 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's not bad.
Oh,
that's not bad.
That's not terrible. No.
I mean, for
Yeah.
a piece that size, it's taking up
Yeah,
like most of
Yeah.
her calf. That's pretty quick. Yeah.
with color and everything. Yeah.
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 No, that's
pretty fucking decent.
now.
And
Did you
it looks amazing.
now with
Yeah, it
or
does.
with this piece? I guess in general, or most of your pieces, do you usually like draw it ahead of time, so
Yeah,
that
so
way you have an
everything
idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything is digitally designed on my iPad. But when I make these designs, it will be just the line work. There will be no shading. There will be no color. It's literally
Mhm.
just line work. So everything
Yeah.
else is straight from machine. Yeah.
Have you ever had a
Oh.
tattoo? Have you ever had a tattoo done, KHuck?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, they take like a piece of I don't know if you want to call it wax paper or whatever. And they like put it on your skin and it just leaves
Yeah,
a
it's
design there,
stencil
and that's
paper.
what they're
Mhm.
using.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
Well, mine is not as elaborate as this one is. Mine is very tiny.
Mm.
Mine
That's
is
fair.
okay. Mine has a little bit of a backstory, and please hear me out when I say this. So I
we're
have
off to a great start already.
Oh boy.
it's gonna be weird, but just go with it. So
Okay.
I have one. It's on my right ankle. It's a lobster.
Mhm.
Now the reason why
Cute.
it is the reason why it is a lobster is because my best friend, who may or may not be lurking right now, it was moving away. She was moving from where I'm at in Missouri to Arizona. And she was moving away. This was like in 2020, like during when all hell was breaking loose. And so she wanted to get a tattoo with me, and this is my first ever tattoo. So she wanted to break my cherry, if you will, of getting a tattoo.
Good
boy.
friend.
So
Good
her
friend.
and I went to our local tattoo parlor, which is just right up the road from my house. And we went and got a tattoo, and I went and got the lobster tattoo. But again, mine is very small, so mine is only
Listen,
like
a lobster tattoo is super cute. I thought you were gonna come in here with like, I got an infinity symbol tattoo.
oh no,
Yeah.
no, nothing like that. No, but because I get
No, that's
I used to. I don't very much anymore. I used to get made fun of for having the lobster tattoo. They're like, why do you have a lobster tattoo? I'm like,
No,
because my
that's
bestie
cute.
wanted it, dang it. So
That's
yeah,
super
but
cute.
I'm thinking of coloring it in at some point, possibly.
Do it.
I'm not sure yet though. I just haven't had a chance to. Things have just been crazy, but I do want to get it colored at some point. I just don't know if I would do red or if I would do like a different type of color or something, make it fun.
Do it. Do it.
So,
Color's
yeah,
always fun.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to do it like shortly after I got it, but I just never got around to it because life.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
So many of my tattoos are unfinished. Listen.
Yeah.
Both the tattoo. I have 2 tattoos, and one of them is definitely unfinished. I don't know if I'll ever get it finished. And then the other one, because my sister did it, and we don't talk anymore. And then the other one I have is initials. Yeah, I have initials on my wrist. Both of them were done illegally, if you will. So
Ooh, that's a good.
They're kind of what you expect, you know what I mean? They're what you expect. The one on my wrist kind of looks like Sharpie. Yeah. Well, my sister,
we call it in the industry. We call it scratcher work.
The one that my sister did is not bad. It's Hello Kitty, but it's not finished. It's like super fucking faded out now too, because I've had it for years. So, it just never got finished because my skin like rejected the ink. So yeah.
Oh,
Makes
gotcha.
sense.
Well, and also, I would love to get another one. I would love to get another tattoo. I just don't know what exactly, because I thought about, Jane, I'm not sure if you know this or not, or if I've said this, or if you know this about me, but I am also a mother.
Hey.
Yes. So all 3 of us are moms. Hey, look at that. But I only have one child, so... But what I thought about doing
I got 3. I got 3.
I have 3.
You have 3? I thought you had 3.
Hey!
Yeah. And what I want to do is I want to get her, like, either her name or her initials, possibly, like, on my back somewhere or something. I haven't decided yet. Yeah. I do want to do something for her. I just don't know exactly what. Or what I might do if I'm brave. She loves unicorns. So I might do something like that. I don't know. I don't know.
Hell yes.
I would totally do it. I would totally do a unicorn.
That's way more unique. And way more personal than initials. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had a client once upon a time. She loved her kids so fucking much. I will never forget this. Like, she was the true definition of a fucking mother. I love her to death to this day. Shout out to Chris. Like, literally the greatest mom like ever in human history. But she literally would. I remember she used to come get tattoos by my apprentice that I had at the time, right? And he let all of her kids and all her grandkids, right? She had a shit ton of kids, shit ton of grandkids, right? She let all her kids, no matter the ages, whatever, grandkids, whatever, choose what they got, what she would get tattooed for them. And one of them was super into the Grinch at the time. It was like really young as fuck. She got giant Grinch on her arm. I'm serious, like giant Grinch, bright as fuck too. She's like, I don't like the movie that much, but they really wanted it, so that's what I got. I was like, girl.
That's so cute.
And you know what? That kid was not into the Grinch about 6 months fucking later, but you know what? That kid's gonna look back on it and be like, my mom was down as fuck for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
cool, mom.
sweet.
Cool, mom.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, I thought about doing that, but so you have 3 and you have a daughter. Do you have boys too?
I have all daughters.
Oh!
I don't know if it's blessing yet.
Oh,
really? That's funny. I'm all boys, so
really. See, I always meet people with all boys. I never meet anybody with all girls. I feel like I'm a unicorn in that sense. So I swear, God, I have so many friends.
I think you are.
I have like a bunch of boys, like 3 or 4 boys. Everybody always has boys, but nope, not me.
Yep.
Jane.
I joke all the time. I'm vagina inception. It's just, it is what it is.
Vagina inception. Well, no. Jane, we have something else in common besides. We'll get to that in a minute. But my mother gave birth to 3 girls. I am the middle.
Shit.
Yes, I am the
So
middle.
she feels my
Of
pain.
yeah, I have an older sister and a younger sister, so I have it's not that common anymore. I've noticed that too. That's sad.
Oh
That-
boy,
Yeah, goddamn.
this
Yeah,
boys
well-
are being born left and right. I see. I have a set of twins, so I got really the whole lotto. Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh
yeah.
boy.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, that's fucking rough.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have the one, like I said. So, and she's
You were
8.
smart. That's all I'm hearing was that you were smart.
Yeah, no, for real,
Well,
yeah.
well, part of it was that, yes, but also part of it was not by choice.
You know,
I mean,
some of us,
I had some
some of
stuff
us, our
happen.
pull-out
So.
game.
Blessings, okay? Don't hate on the blessings.
Exactly.
Just say, blessings
Exactly.
come in all shapes and sizes. Sometimes they come in forms that we didn't want, and we might not want it
Yeah.
at the time, but
Yeah.
just take the blessing. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
no, I know. But yeah, but if we could have my husband and I, if we could have had more, we totally would have. But we just got the one.
Right.
And,
Well,
you know,
KHuck has a legitimate reason why she can't, so that's fair
Right.
enough.
Right.
Yeah. No, long story short, had some stuff happen, can't have kids. So, I'm lucky that I can, I don't want to, get too deep into it, but long story short, had to have a hysterectomy.
I had one
and-
too.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I had to have a hysterectomy. Oh my God, it'll be 2 years here soon before I know it. In 2022. Cancer. Woohoo! Yay! Fun. Not fun, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, that whole thing happened. I'm fine now. Totally cool. And so
Yay.
so that's why.
No,
It's
I feel you.
actually
Same.
super common. It's super common. Like I know, like there's like probably 3 women in my family who have had to have
Mhm.
their uterus removed because of I can't remember what it's
Well,
called.
it's more medically accepted now having hysterectomies,
Yeah.
right? Than it was
Mhm.
like 10 years ago. Like I tried having a hysterectomy for many years, but for different reasons. I was like sorry chat, we're gonna get super TMI. I was vaginally bleeding out for fucking ever, for like since I have my period. It was really bad.
Yeah.
Like had just nothing but problems, etc. So that's
Mhm.
TMI.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I tried having a hysterectomy for a really long time. It's only now becoming
Mhm.
more and more like medically, socially acceptable to
Yeah,
have women
yeah.
allow them
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
just pull the plug. Like I was already sterilized before my hysterectomy, so I was like done. Right when I got pregnant with twins, I was
Right.
like, I'm not doing this shit again. Like my twin pregnancy was horrific. The
I bet.
first year and a half was horrific. Right
Mhm.
Yeah.
now they're fucking fun as fuck. My twins are going to be 9 now this spring, right? So now it's like fun as shit. They're
Wow.
very independent and stuff like that. We game together, you know what I mean? They're getting into like horror movies and shit, right? Like they're developing all their
Yeah.
little niche interests. So now it's fun, right? But like the pregnancy in the first year and a half were just so bad. And with how bad the pregnancy was, I knew that I never wanted to go through this again. And I
Yeah.
have what had at the time what was called a hyperovulating uterus, and that was part of the problem why I was bleeding out so much, is because my ovaries were shooting out eggs like AK-47, right? And
Oh man.
so it was really bad. And so because of that, I ended up having a hysterectomy. It was the best thing I ever chose for myself. It changed my life
Yeah.
entirely.
Mhm.
I'm like the healthiest I've been in years, like in that regards, you know. So yeah, I feel you. Like it's more medically acceptable, and a lot of the OBGYNs who are like super against it and wouldn't allow women to get that kind of help are all dying off slowly. So they're all being replaced by
Yeah.
younger female surgeons, right? Which is great
Mhm.
because they actually give a shit and understand, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my doctor thankfully was very understanding, and she did tell me. Well, when I first got my initial diagnosis, she did tell me that there would be a possibility if I wanted to, and if I wanted to keep, trying after the surgeries and everything, or this was before the hysterectomy.
Right.
She had said that, with my initial diagnosis, if even after they remove the tumors, that I could potentially try to have kids if I wanted to and all that. And I'm like, I don't know about all that.
Right. I'm
so-
kind of good with all the shit down there.
Well,
Yeah.
and not only that, but just with everything that had happened, and with I even said to her, I would have had it, even if I were to have been blessed to have gotten pregnant again, right after the baby, I would have had to have a hysterectomy no matter what.
Right.
So it wouldn't have mattered if I would have gotten pregnant again and had the baby, like soon after the baby would be born and make sure everything was all well and good, I would have had to have a hysterectomy regardless.
Right. At least you got to have a baby, though. A lot of women don't.
True.
Right? There's a lot of women out there
Yeah.
that get hysterectomies that have never had children. Right. I remember being in a hysterectomy support group on Facebook back then when I still had Facebook, because I had my surgery the day before the worldwide lockdown happened with COVID. Right. And I remember being in a Facebook like hysterectomy support group, and there was one girl in there. She was 17. 17 and had to have a hysterectomy due to cancer as well. And it's like, man, like,
Yep.
that so young, so fucking young.
It's so fucking common. I'm telling you that. Like I said, I have like
actually,
3 women in my family.
Did you know statistically the that a hysterectomy is the second most performed surgery in the United States?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know that. Mm-hmm.
I believe
so
it.
it's very common. It's very common now.
What's it called?
Endometriosis.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I know 3 women in my family who've had that. So it's pretty common.
Yeah. It's I did not have that, but I did have the first sign that I had something wrong was my periods were super, super painful. That was my issue, and I wouldn't. It wasn't necessarily like a bleeding problem necessarily. It was more pain. And that's when I had been dealing with that for years. And then I eventually got checked out, and that's when I found out what I found out. And
Did you know on average, it takes women 10 years to get a medical diagnosis for their lady bitch problems?
That sounds about right, because that's pretty much what happened with me. Yeah.
Same.
Yep, that's pretty much what happened with me, because I ended up going to.
Well, we're also partially told to like tough it out, right? Like I know for myself, like all the time, dude. Like I landed in the ER and I was like bleeding through a whole box of pads in like less than 3 hours, and I'm talking like a whole box, right? I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. I remember one time I was so frustrated, and this had to been like the last couple months before I had surgery, before finally doctors were like, okay, we should probably send her to specialty OB/GYN. There's clearly something wrong. I was so upset one time, and this is gonna sound so ratchet. Chat's probably gonna be like, what the fuck? But like, people understand where I was coming from. I had been for 10 years trying to get help, right? And at the point where I was at, it was getting to the point that I couldn't strip work for 2 weeks out of the month because I was bleeding for 2 weeks straight and like horrendous pain, right? And I remember being so upset that I like took the whole garbage bag of all the pads that I bled in the last 3 hours, right? And I slammed it on the front desk of the ER, and I was like, someone needs to take me serious, because you guys cannot keep telling me that this is fucking normal, right? Like, I lost it. Exactly. I lost it. Super ratchet, right? But I didn't give a shit anymore at that point. I was like, I'm literally bleeding out. Someone needs to like take this serious. Like, this is 3 hours worth of work. This is not normal. I'm dying, right? And I remember just being so weak too. Like I could barely walk or anything. Like I was so severely anemic, you know what I mean? And it wasn't until I did that doctor was like, whoa, that's a lot of blood. Yet, no shit, bitch. I know it's a lot of blood. A single mom over here paying for these pads. Tell me about it, right?
Right,
like,
yeah.
Jesus fuck, you know?
Yeah, oh my God. That's so sad.
It just sucks that it takes such dramatic... And I wish I could say that I'm like the only woman that I know of that had to go that ratchet about it. But I know so many women who had to take such dramatic measures for a doctor to be like, huh, that's funny. That should be that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, there's so many times changing. Times are changing. We're getting more and more younger female surgeons and more younger female OB/GYNs now in the medical field. So things are changing now, right? Like now we're as a woman, you come in, you're like, I feel this type of way. Oh, let's see what we can fucking do right away. You know what I mean? So thank God, slowly but surely. I'm happy to know that by the time my children are adults, they're gonna have a lot easier time getting medical help than it was for my bitch ass.
It's not even a joke. It's not even a joke, bro. Like I've literally had multiple emergency room visits where Like, I'll have male doctors come in and everything, right? And they won't even touch you. They don't even touch you, and they tell you what's wrong with you. It's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah. It's no, but thankfully, it sounds like that Jane and I lucked out with our doctors, and that we got it all taken care of. So that's awesome.
I had an incredible young female surgeon who I've sent like probably half of my clientele to. I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. Like at this point, I should get like free titties on the house or something, right? Like I hate this woman so many people, but she said it herself. She was like, the reason why most women can't get the adequate fucking OBGYN care is because too many dinosaurs still in the industry left. Until they're died off, shit's not going to change.
Well, I'm just, well, I just hope that and you bring up a good point too, I just hope that for, my daughter's sake too, that when she gets to that point, which she's going to be there here relatively soon, sooner before I know it, that she's able to get help if something, God forbid, if anything like that happens with her, she can, have the resources to be able to get help with, and she can also... her and I, she's 8, like I said. So she's, she's growing up and she's going to be hitting puberty here before I know it. And,
it happens earlier and earlier these days.
Yep. Oh yeah. I'm kind of going through it a little bit right now without being TMI, just a little. But the thing is with her is that I know, and I've made sure to tell her, and this is the one thing that I will always tell her, and this is what I always advocate for, is for moms of daughters to be as open as possible when it comes to situations like that, because you just never know. You just never know.
I think that goes both ways. Whether you have girls or boys, I think it goes both ways.
Yes. Well, girls when it comes to like the period stuff, boys when it comes to as much as moms can, and even dads too. I'll even go as far as to say that. Just try to be as open and honest with your kids in general as much as possible when it comes to these types of changes. And if you don't know, then, either look it up or ask the doctor or whatever the case is. Just, try to stay informed as much as possible.
Yeah.
And that's what I always advocate for when it comes to that. And I've always been... a huge proponent of that, and I've been me, I've been preparing now for quite a little bit now as to what to do with my daughter. So when it comes to that, but I know that there's probably going to be some curveballs. You can't prep for everything, but hopefully,
no. There's no book that tells you how to be a perfect parent.
Nope. All I know too is that my husband's going to have a heart attack when that happens, but he'll be fine. So while we're showing off tattoos, I will get to your hair, the hair picture in a minute. Thank you for finding that, Maggot, because I was looking for that too. I was going to show that off.
Actually, I found it. I didn't just randomly come across it. I follow her, and so I had seen the hair, like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know how long ago she posted, like 2 weeks ago or something, I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
And I was like, yeah, that's really dope, and I figured I would throw it in there,
well, no, that's super cute. But what I was going to show off was the tattoos that she sent me of her work, and one of them is pretty cheeky. Sorry. So this first one that we'll hold on, let me get this one. I'll show that one for last. Hold on. There we go. Okay. That's the one I want. So this is the first one that she sent. I love this one. That one is super, super cute.
It's on one of my besties too.
So let me show the rest of the chat here.
Ooh, I like that.
Hold on. I'm sorry, I pulled up the wrong one. OBS, sorry.
I'm going to say the wrong thing. Black Widow, right? It's a Black Widow, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep, that's, okay. So this is the first one that she sent. So that one is awesome. When did you do this one?
A couple months back, like earlier this year, I want to say.
I love that. That is super, super cool.
Yeah, that was about like 3-ish hours. Something like that.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. For it, and well, so is this something that she wanted, or
actually, it was a design that I created, and I was like kind of sitting on it, and I tried to put it like up for grabs for a couple times, and there was like some people who were like interested in it, but like no one had like committed. And then one day she was like, "So, I want this," and I was like, "Let's go, let's do it."
No, I
Yeah.
love it. That's super awesome. So this next one is now this one. That one is
fuck, I love
super
that.
cool.
I love that.
That one
Yeah.
is super neat.
And
I
all that
love that.
years of tattooing, this is my favorite piece I've ever had the honor of doing. It's not done yet. That's where it's at currently. We have like about maybe 2 more sessions to go on it. That is 3. I want to say 3 sessions in right now. So 3 8-hour sessions. That is hands down my entire career that I've ever done is my favorite.
That is
fucking
beautiful. That is that is gorgeous.
Really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, my
It's like a mixture of flowers too. I see like cherry blossoms and a few other ones in here.
and
yeah.
peonies. Yeah.
that is that is amazing.
And then we
I
did
would
a lunar
love something
moth.
like that.
There's a lunar moth as well, but we instead of doing the typical like key lime
I can see
colors,
it. Yeah.
we
I see
went
it there on your elbow,
we
yeah.
stick in the pink and magenta scheme. But yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
see
that's,
it.
That's
I see
my
it.
favorite piece.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, right there,
Yeah.
yeah.
Peekabooing,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love this. This is totally something that I would do. Like, for
Yeah,
real.
this
I
is
don't
something
care.
I'm going to be
Also, like-
entering next year into the Seattle Tattoo Convention. I've never, in all
you
my years
should,
of tattooing, I have never entered any of my work ever into a convention, but this is going to be the piece that I'm finally going to enter in. Because this
Yeah.
has to walk away from an award. If it doesn't,
No.
I'm
Yeah.
going to be broken.
Oh, I would be.
I'm gonna
I would be too. I don't blame you.
broken.
Yeah,
And that
no, that's
black ink too, fun fact, is house made ink. That is my ink. You cannot buy that ink
Really?
anywhere. That is my ink. That black that you're seeing has never been touched up. That is one session.
Wow.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
fucking crazy. How long
that
ago
is
did you do the black?
insane.
We started this piece. We did the first session, I want to say, like later spring. We did the line work, and I did 3/4 of the black that session. Actually, I can tell you exactly when it was. Let me see. I did that piece. Oh God, I love that tattoo so much.
I don't blame you.
I've
That's-
never been.
No. I haven't.
obsessed
I
with my own
honestly.
work,
I
but
haven't
that
seen.
one. Okay, we did the first
Yeah, I
session.
haven't
June
seen a lot of
10th.
tattoos like this.
Neither have
Yeah,
I.
no, but these
With,
kind
like with the black underneath it.
Yeah.
That's-
So I did the first session was 2010, not 2010, June 10th of last year, and then we did the second session in August, and then that photo, what you're seeing right now, that was done October 27th. So we are doing, I think in February, another session, which I am like a crackhead over here waiting to work on this arm. I've
I don't
never
blame
been
you.
so obsessed with my own work, but this sleeve did it for me. I'm like my
Yeah.
own worst critic when it comes to my own work, and it's just a typical
No, that's
artist
fair.
thing.
That's fair.
But
Oh, well,
this
yeah, no, I
piece,
get it.
no one can tell me jack shit. This is the piece that grew me like an 18-inch cock. You know what I mean? Like no one can tell
I
me
love it.
jack shit. This is my masterpiece, hands down.
I love the colors, like the pink
Oh,
and the
dude,
black.
I
It's
love it.
fucking. I love it actually. The shading is really,
Yeah.
really good.
That's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Yeah. Yes, that's gorgeous. So this next one, I really like too.
Yeah,
is
so this
another
one
good
actually started. It's not finished yet. We have a little bit still to go on it, maybe like 3 more hours or something like that. But this one I would actually live stream this this piece. So we outlined it, I want to say maybe like March, something like that, March of this year, and then we did that first color work. Now that was one color sitting that we just did a couple weeks ago, like maybe last month, something like that, the month before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love this piece too so much. The
That's very
bandana is
pretty.
like my favorite.
Oh yeah,
It's really cool that
that's-
you stream it. It's really cool that you stream your tattoos.
Yeah,
by the way.
I have been seeing that a lot more. You've been streaming more. Now do you cross stream both on YouTube and on Kick when you do this?
When I do the tattoo live streams, I cross stream on most of the times on Kick, Twitch, Livespace, and YouTube all at the same
Gotcha.
time.
Gotcha.
I tried to find your Twitch. When I was like looking through all your links and stuff, and I couldn't find it. So I didn't know that you had one.
I don't know if it's still linked in all my links. I don't use my Twitch as often anymore, just because since I moved platforms over to Kick,
Right.
Yeah.
I've been just more primarily over there. So when I do stream on Twitch, I always have like a pinned comment, like follow me on Kick if you want me to read your comment.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. No, you've been blowing up on Kick here lately. I'll tell you that right now. I've been noticing that, and that's awesome. That's good for you. That's great. It
kind of happened out of nowhere. Like, I wouldn't say blowing up, but like Kick staff has definitely taken notice. And it happened kind of it really happened out of nowhere. It happened one day during a stream, it was a really boring stream. I wasn't even doing anything crazy, right? But I was playing Rust for the first time, and that is such an unforgiving ass game. And I was getting my ass fucking handed like with no mercy whatsoever, right?
Yeah.
And the chat, of course, was very entertained by that because I was acting like a fucking bimbo and couldn't figure jack shit out of this goddamn game, right? And so chat was really entertained by that, and out of nowhere Kick staff came in, and I was like, oh shit, I don't even know how to act right now. Fuck, right? Like, gotta clean up my act now. I gotta act some type of way.
Right.
But he ended up being like really cool. He hung out for a hot minute and whatnot and left, and then a couple days later I was doing another stream on Rust because of course I became addicted to this unforgiving ass game, and he came back, and then he threw me on the front page, which I was like, whoa, what the actual fuck? Like, I had not expected that fucking all. It was so fucking awesome. I
think I saw a post. I saw a post about that earlier, actually.
Yeah, they've thrown me on the front. They featured me now like 3 or 4 times now.
That's amazing.
Like, in such a short time too.
What are you averaging per stream, like viewer wise?
So it's kind of funny. So ironically enough, right? my gaming streams, like, they're all right, but they don't like do well viewership wise, but I still like doing them. So because I don't give a shit, because I'm not trying to do the streaming to make money. I make money through tattooing and stuff, right? So I do this, for me the streaming is purely just for fun, right? I love meeting new people and stuff like that, right? So but yeah, my gaming streams don't do very well, ironically, right? Which that's what I do a lot. But ironically, the streams that do the best are when I'm just sitting here chatting and listening to music, and I'm introducing chat to all sorts of music, because I'm a music junkie, right? And so I will literally sit, and it's the craziest shit. I will sit there for like hours on end, right? And there would be anywhere from like 30 to like 50, 60 people watching, just vibing to fucking music. And that's when the chat is like the most interactive, the most going off. Like, it's the weird shit. And today, actually, I had my best tattoo stream number wise, which kind of blew my mind, because I've only just started doing the tattoo stream. So I'm still fairly new to it, right? So when I was first doing it, I was averaging maybe like 3 to 10 viewers, right? Which is fair. I couldn't talk, it was boring, right? Like, I understand, I'm not mad at it, you know what I mean? Like, but today, like, I don't know what happened, but today I was averaging between 25 and 30 people watching the tattoo stream. So like, the numbers are definitely growing. Like, the more interaction is starting to come in. And then today I also experimented, because usually when I do the tattoo streams, I do not have the microphone on, just because that's a whole science that I need to get into. But today, with how I had things positioned, and I moved like my computer chair out of the way, I was able to like pull the microphone over that way to my tattoo area. And so today I was talking during this stream, and there's times I had like the mic on also during like mine and my clients' conversations, because we were being a little unhinged and having fun with things, right? And shit talking. But so that, I guess, did like a lot better. So I'm definitely going to try to, incorporate the microphone more during the session. But I'm also like trying to be respectful also of my clients' time, because again, they're paying for the session, right? So they're not paying for me to stream, right? And they hang out with people necessarily. So I've been trying to find that fine balance between the two, I've always wanted to live stream tattoos. This was something I actually wanted to do for many years. I know there's been like a lot of chitter chatter out there on the internet about the only reason why Jane started streaming or doing anything is because she dated Repsion, right? Which, first of all, I
You were
wanted to
streaming
do this
before
for
that. You were
fucking
streaming
years.
before that.
I was
I was
doing
gonna
shit
say,
already
weren't you streaming
before.
before that?
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't streaming, but I already had a YouTube channel. I was doing like dumb shit here and there, and then I would delete it and like I've been doing like little content creation shit like for a really long time.
Yeah, you've been around for a while.
I just sticked in my own realm, right, and stayed in my own corners of the fucking internet, right.
Mhm.
But I always wanted to live stream tattooing. This was something I always wanted to do. But the problem was when I had a storefront, and a lot of people don't know about this, commercial internet, they charge you 3 to 4 times more than what residential internet costs. So long story short, in order for me to have been able to live stream when I still have my storefront, I would have had to pay $1,200 a month in internet. Which, respectfully, stream does not bring me that much that I can justify a $1,200 internet bill.
No.
That hurt my heart.
Reason why I closed the storefront and moved everything back to my home studio space, because it financially made sense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, if I want it, I'm paying already for the upload speed that I need to be able to stream from my house. Why the fuck not move this shit back here? You know what I mean? And be able to actually do the fucking thing. So.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, that's I love. And by the way, I think I've said this to you before. I tuned into one of your kick streams. I think this is when we first talked. You were playing that game, and remind me the name of it because I can't remember it.
I think it was
where
Rust.
you couldn't scream. Where you couldn't talk.
Oh yeah, don't something. Fuck, what was it? Let me see.
It was where like if the mic picked up any noise while you were dead. That was it.
Yep,
yeah,
that's
that was
what it was.
Yeah, and I told you it was like soon after you had moved and you had gotten everything set up and whatnot, and I had told you that your setup is fucking bomb, and I still say that it's amazing.
Thank you so much.
How long did it take? Well, before we get on to the other picture, I do have a question real quick. How long did it take you to get that set up?
She's been working on that for a while.
A lot. So it's funny. Every single studio or space that I've opened, because I've had spaces like out of state and in state here in Washington at the same time and stuff like that. So every studio that I've opened, I always had like a time limit of like less than 3 days, sometimes like 48 hours straight up, where I had to like move everything, set everything up, paint, lay floors, like crazy, right? This was the first time. Also, because I was going through the breakup at the same time, right? It was very emotional.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
I was like, I need to like just take some time off. So, and I'm kind of happy that I did. I gave myself, I think it was like maybe 2.5 weeks off. And I really took my time setting up. Like I probably hung up and hung down and put them back up, these pictures in the background, like 100 million times just because like I wanted it perfect, right? To my liking. Same with like my shelf full of fucking weapons and trinkets and shit like that. Like I reorganized, set it up, and like just until I had it to exactly what I want. And now it's kind of dope. Like at first I was kind of sad about opening a storefront, even though I knew it financially just made all the sense in the world, right? I was kind of sad, right? Because like part of me was like, oh, here you are, you're going back to your roots, you're going back to your because I originally started tattooing out of this space when I went private, right? A lot of people don't know that I tattooed out of this very space years ago for many years, right? So when I closed the shop up, I was like, oh, look at you fucking failure. Even though that's not what it was about, right? But part of me, that's what it kind of felt like. I was like, look at you fucking loser. You're going back to where you came from and shit like that, right? But now, every day, every morning, first of all, my commute to work is awesome. I go down the stairs, right?
Same.
You know, it's awesome, right? So now every morning when I come in here, I kind of let out this like sigh of like joy, because it's everything I ever imagined. It's everything I ever wanted. I love the space so much. Everybody who's came over here, whether they were OG, and when I say OG clients, I mean the clients who were coming here back in the day and getting tatted by me. So whether it's my OG clients or my newer clients, right? Everybody who's came to the space has been like, Jane, this is incredible. And I'm like,
it is. No, it is.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it 100% is. And you can tell that you've worked super hard on it and you've set it up to what you want it to look like. And it's totally you. It's Jane. It's so you.
Chaos. It's so girly and so chaos and unhinged all at the same time. Like I have like
Yes.
cutesy little figurines like little My Melody figurines and like
Yeah.
Sailor Moon, and then there'll be
Oh, I
like
love
a
it.
flamethrower next to it, you know,
Hell
and then there'll
yeah.
be like a fake M16 standing next
Yeah.
to something.
Well,
Like it's so
I got-
unhinged and all over the place, and I love it.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. And what I stream in my basement, and I also work in my basement. I have a real job, and we work from home too. But on the other side of my
Commute to work is
basement
awesome.
is on the other side of my basement where it's like where the bar area is and stuff is all nerd shit of
Yeah.
gaming stuff, comic book
Yeah.
stuff, you name it. It's all over on the other side of the basement. So
Oh yes.
I can totally relate. It's chaotic. It's
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
relate.
I stream in my kitchen. I stream in my kitchen like a true misogynist. Okay.
I love that. Go make me a sandwich, bitch. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I could.
She can make you a mean grilled cheese. She
I
can make
do.
you
I do
mean-
like sandwiches. I especially like a good grilled cheese sandwich. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
I make some amazing grilled cheese. All I'm saying.
So, there's-
Don't play with me.
So, Jane, there's a
Talk dirty
reason
to
why.
me, baby.
Jane, there's a reason why we bring up grilled cheese, and I'll explain that in a minute. Once I get to
Okay.
we'll get to that in a minute. So there's this next one. This one is really cool. This one is super neat.
Oh, I like this.
This was a cool one too. This was a referral from a good friend of mine, and she's like, "I really want to get a hand tattoo," and I'm like, "Okay, let's see what you want." Because most times when people want hand tattoos, they want like the same thing that everybody else has, which drives me crazy because the hand is like the most visible thing, like, so unique on it. And when she sent me her inspiration picture, which was something similar, not quite like this as busy, but similar, right? I was like, oh my God, can we please? So fun fact, majority of that tattoo is free-handed. The only thing that was stenciled was the roses. Everything else was 100% freehand.
What the fuck?
What?
Yep.
Oh my
That's
god,
fucking crazy, dude.
that's insane.
And I live
That's
streamed
actually
this one,
insane.
too.
Yeah.
that's
crazy.
incredible. Yeah, that's
Yep.
amazing. And this last one, I promise we will not get in trouble.
Bro,
for this
I don't
one.
I don't even know if people can really appreciate like or understand how much talent it takes to like fucking freehand something.
Oh, wait
like
till we
that.
get to the
Oh,
next
yeah,
tattoo
insane.
because I'm gonna blow your mind even more. Go to the next tattoo because
Okay.
I'm gonna blow
Okay.
your mind even more. Watch
Alright,
this
are we
shit.
ready? You ready? Here
And
we
these
go.
were all live streamed, so everybody can watch these streams back if they don't believe me. These were all live streamed, so I'm not talking hot shit here. Okay, these are all live streamed. They're all up there. All the VODs are up, so people
Yeah.
can watch these back if they want.
Okay.
If they don't believe me,
And
go to the next
and
one.
I promise you, it's safe. We can show this,
Yes.
so
Yes.
it's okay. So here we go.
Mhm.
Ta-da!
That lace, so you'll see like a bigger lace part on the thigh. I did not do that. That was some other artist, and I low-key hate it, and I'm gonna eventually rework it. But on the butt cheek,
You blended it really
You-
nice though. You blended it
if you
nice.
zoom in, I
Okay.
free-handed that 100%. All those lines.
Oh,
Bro.
No
Bro.
drawing, no stencil, no nothing, and I did it live.
wow!
That entire lace was free-handed,
That is insane.
straight from machine to skin.
And
I did it live.
wow! Holy cow!
That's fucking impressive. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's
Lace
really
is one of
impressive.
my specialties. I love doing lace pieces.
That is amazing.
And you blended it. You blended it really nicely, like with the old one. You can't.
Thank you.
It
Yeah.
does look really good.
Yeah, that looks incredible. That looks amazing. So
Thank you.
is
Thank
this?
you.
Yeah, no, you are very, very talented, and I knew that you were a tattoo artist, but I didn't know how much of a tattoo artist you were. Now I know, and now I'm like, okay, she knows what she is. Yes, no, this
Yeah.
is incredible. That's incredible work. Yeah, I love
It takes
that.
a
I love
special
doing
set of
lace.
skills. Yeah, it takes a special set of skills to do this kind of artwork. Like, I mean, sure, you could say tattoo artists. Yeah, technically they're not really different from other artists, I guess, right? But I do think it is a little bit different to be like working with skin. You
Well,
know, so
Yeah.
To put it in perspective, we are working with the harshest brush on the softest canvas.
Amen. Yes.
And people don't
Yes.
think about that, right? It's literally the harshest brush you can imagine on the softest fucking canvas you can imagine.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a great way to put it. That's such a great analogy.
Yeah.
That's such a, because it's true. Because you're taking a needle, right? A painted needle, mind you, loaded with ink, and your skin is so soft. Yeah, that's such a great way to put
It's
it.
a sponge. We're putting a picture into a sponge, into a giant sponge. Like, I don't think people really understand like how difficult that is. And especially because putting it into the skin is one thing, but putting it into the skin accurately and it to heal perfectly, that's a whole different story.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Especially for it to heal.
Yeah.
Okay, so this last one that we have, we're going to probably have more here, I'm sure. But this last one is this one. Now, I saw this too, and I absolutely love it because this is totally badass too. Is this picture? Is there anything that you can't flip and do? Like, seriously? Are you like...
I'm sorry. She's like multi-talented here. We've got tattoos and hair.
People always say a jack of all trades is a master of none, but I beg to fucking differ. I try to become really good at everything. Is
there anything that you can't flip and do? Like, seriously? So this
I can't bake.
Oh, dang it, girl.
I can grill. Look, I will make a mean tri-tip steak on a fucking like charcoal, like slow cook for like 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
And it'll still be pink on the inside. Like I make a mean meat, right? But I can't bake. Can't bake worth shit. Just don't understand it.
I actually get that. My sister was blessed with the baking gene. She makes some fucking amazing like cakes.
With
and
me,
shit.
it's
I
my
can't
teenager.
fucking bake for shit.
I don't know where my teenager got it from because I clearly didn't fucking teach her jack shit when it came to fucking baking, but somehow she's amazing at it, and I love it. I always get home baked shit all the time here at the house. It's amazing.
Oh, that's sweet. So this was before.
Yep.
And this is after. Oh. Yep. Girl.
Yeah.
I love it.
It suits her so well.
I like talked her into it for like a year, and I was like, one of these days you're gonna let me dread your hair. It's gonna look incredible. Like, just let me do things. And then she hit me up a couple days for Christmas, and she's like, we're going to my husband's house for the family's house for the holidays down in Oregon. I want to get all cleaned up. Will you do my hair? And I was like, yeah. I waited 84 years for this.
It's been 84 years.
Yes.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love it. No, it's true. No, that's great. But yeah, that's the first one, and this is, I love that.
Yeah,
it looks
and
so good.
I hand shaved that with a handheld razor. Like, and when I say hand, I mean like the blade, like the single blade, like the barber. I hand shave that like a barber from hand. Yeah,
fucking
clean as
I love this hairstyle. More girls need to have this hairstyle. Okay, I've had this hairstyle, this shaved hairstyle for like, I don't even fucking know. I think I've had it for like 7, 8 years.
Maybe. I've had my head shaved probably for a good like 17 years now.
It's so nice though because it makes it so much easier. Like, my hair is still super fucking thick, right? But it's a lot lighter than it would be if I had all of that grown in. You know,
you don't get tension headaches and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, see, because I didn't mention her before, and I'm going to now. I should have in the beginning. I have an IRL wifey. I call her my wifey because she's my wifey. What can I say? What can I tell you?
Right.
But she's also a hairstylist, and she does do this to her. She hasn't gone that far as like shaving, but she does shave the sides of her hair like that on occasion, but. She will, if it gets too long or too uncomfortable, she either do it herself or she'll go to somebody else that she trusts and know to do it. But any time that she does her hair like that, I'm like, oh my god, I love you even more.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It fits her fucking face and her head shape just so fucking well.
No, I love it.
Yeah, and also my wifey has a whole bunch of tattoos too. She's got sleeves, so.
And then her husband, ironically, later that night, he's like, "You look just like Jane."
Oh boy!
No, I love it. That suits her so well. That does.
You can't escape me, even if you try.
Right. No, that's incredible. Yeah.
I'm the gift
so, yeah.
that keeps on giving.
Right? Yeah, no, totally. But no, that's awesome. So that's a great, there's some other stuff in here, I think, too, that Mega pulled up. Oh, you're, well, we can get to it here in a minute.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I put that in there out of just, like, sheer curiosity, because I was like, what the fuck is this?
Okay, so, well, we might as well go ahead and bring it up now. The foot fetish stream?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, because I saw that too, and I was gonna make that. Okay, so let me go ahead and share.
Please talk about it.
I had a feeling that was gonna come up because I saw it too, and I'm like, okay.
I want to preface this by saying I fucking hate feet. You will never get me to get anywhere near feet. So this topic for me is like cringe. You know what I mean?
Okay,
yeah.
So okay. So for those of you who have not seen this, and this is what she posted. What did you post this? Today actually. Yes. So this is from today. The stream not a damn fucking soul asked for. But I'm giving I love it. But giving to you guys anyways. Jane, you're my hero. I'm just put that out there. On January 8th at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on KHuck Streaming, I will be interviewing a real life foot fetishist.
Yep.
About the fascination of feet and everything that goes with it. Okay.
Yep.
How did this come up? How?
So, there's a great story behind this. Okay, so for those who don't know, I am an OnlyFans e-whore, as the internet likes to call, right?
Yes.
I've been in the sex industry for a very, 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 very long time. Before there was such thing as OnlyFans and all these other things, I was already in the sex industry.
That's how I first heard of you. Yes.
I think I was back in the sex industry back already in 2010. 13 years. Okay, I've been doing it a really long time. 2009, 2010, something like that. Very, very long time. Anyways, so because of that, obviously, a lot of unhinged people from time to time like to come into my streams and try to be like horny and shit, right? And so one of the things that people love watching is me being a very not fucking nice to these people, or depending on the crazy fetish that they come in with, I have a lot of questions because I'm a curious bitch. I'm a nosy, curious bitch. I've always been, okay? And then being a tattoo artist, I hear and see a lot of shit. So I got questions. I need to know the fucking things, right? So what happened was, there was like, for example, one time this guy kept coming into my stream for months, and I mean for months, right? Asking about my belly button. Do you have an innie or an outie? And finally it clicked with me, right? Because I'm a dumb bimbo sometimes. And it finally clicked with me, and I was like, oh, this motherfucker has a belly button fetish. This is why he keeps coming in here. So finally I was like, dude, what's the fascination with the belly button? Because I need to understand this thing, right? Because this is such a tiny itty bitty hole. It's not like you can penetrate or anything. Like, what is the thing? I don't understand. But you know what? I'll give it to this guy, right? He fucking answered our questions. The chat and me asked a lot of questions, and he answered them, and then eventually he ghosted on us, right? Because we were getting really uninterested for questions. But we were really fascinated. Yeah. Then one day on stream, we learned about, by pure random, this happened. I don't even remember what the fuck we were looking into or what we were watching. I have no idea. But we learned by random that there's such thing as a nose fetish. So, of course, me and chat had to go investigate this live on stream and find out what the fuck the deal is with a nose fetish. And trust me, you don't want to know. Let me just save you and your chat the grace of you guys do not want to know. If you guys want to know, go research on your own time. But don't. Don't, okay? So I traumatized my chat. No. And we did research on this. So some time goes by, and again, belly button guy eventually starts coming back again, and different types of people would come in with all sorts of different fetishes, asking all sorts of different weird shit, right? Finally, one day, there's a live streamer who I'm friends with him and his wife, right? They both live stream on their own separate channels or whatever, right? They're both hysterical as fuck. He's especially hysterical, right? He's so funny. Well, like a week ago or something, I was doing a live stream, And it got kind of unhinged on the stream, which is kind of what my streams are kind of known for. It gets really unhinged real fast sometimes, right? So this was one of those streams. It just got unhinged real fast. We were talking about all sorts of crazy fucking shit, weird fetishes, ratchet shit, you name it, right? Like nothing was off topic. No one was safe that day, right? Everybody got roasted. And somehow the topic about feet came up. And I don't even remember how this happened, but somehow the topic about feet came up. And one of my live streamer friends happened to be in the chat. And I was like, I said something foot fetish. I was like, you know what? I just really want to find a foot fetishes to sit down and interview, because I really have a lot of questions about this foot thing. I don't understand it. I have no desire of feet, right? My own feet are crusty as hell. They're not pretty, right? But I don't. I just want to understand the things. I need to understand because I don't understand, right? And this guy goes, "Ask me anything. I have a foot fetish," and I was like, "Shut the fucking front door," right? He's like, "Yep," and I was like, "Wait a second, like for real? Are you fucking with me?" Because sometimes he likes to troll me, right? He's like, "No, like fucking for real." And then his wife came in chat. She's like, "No, he does. Trust me, he does," right? And I was like, "Stop it." Right? Oh. And I was like, stop right there, because then the chat, of course, went crazy. They're like, "What is it about feet? Do you like left or the right foot? Do you right?" Like all these stupid questions.
Left or the right?
And I was like, "Oh my God. It right now." Right? I'm like yelling at chat. I was like, "Shut the fuck up, everybody. Stop it right now." I was like, "Would you be down to do a stream with me and let me ask you all the burning desire questions?" And he was like, "Absolutely." And I go, "I will pay you in feet pictures if that's okay with your wife." And she was like, "Go ahead. I don't give a shit. He's a degenerate anyways." Right? And I was like, "Let's fucking go." And I was like, "Do you want the top? Do you want soles? Do you want oil or not?" And he said both of them. And I was like, "Let's go."
Oh my God.
So,
wow.
On Monday, him and his wife both are going to be on the stream. And I'm going to ask a whole shit ton of fucking questions, because not only did I get lucky that I got a foot fetishist, but I have a wife of a foot fetishist, which I have even more questions. Like, I have even more questions.
Well, yeah.
Do you get jealous when he's on Google looking at stock pictures of feet? Like, it's like, you know what I mean? I need to know all these things.
And he's married on top of that. Oh my God. Wow.
He's a cool guy.
Oh my God. That's a
very
great
nice
point,
guy.
KHuck. That's a great point. That's a great point, KHuck. He's married and a foot fetishist. That's a great point. I agree.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
You could not pay me. You could not pay me to let a guy near my fucking feet. I'm sorry. No, it's not happening.
So ticklish. I really want to get pedicures. Like, I love the idea of like getting a massage and getting your toenails all cute and, you know, like the cocaine white tails and whatever.
No.
I would love to, right?
Everywhere.
It's so ticklish.
Oh my God.
I can't. I have tried twice now to get a pedicure, and I can't do it. I'm so ticklish. The last broad, she got so fucking angry with me, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I can't help it. Right? Like, I'm just dying laughing. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
It tickles.
No, I hear you. No, I hear you.
Like, you can't do anything about
I
it.
would make a terrible foot dom. That's for damn sure. I'd make a horrible foot dom. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Struggles.
I love it.
First world problems.
Oh, too funny. Well, so we're gonna be tuning in for that one. So that's on Monday, you said?
Yes. Okay. Yes. It'll be over on my Kick channel.
I'm tuning in.
I just get done telling you how much I hate feet. Okay, speak for yourself. You can tell me how it goes. All right.
I will.
I'm good.
I'm morbidly curious to see how this goes.
By yourselves, I'm good.
You've gotten my curiosity going. So it's kind of with you, because your curiosity is probably getting
That's what it is. That's what it is for me. It's the curiosity aspect, right? Like, I already had someone crying on Twitter about it. Like, this is why kick streaming sucks. More pornography on kick streaming. I'm like, how the fuck is an interview pornography? Grow the fuck up, dude. Who the fuck are you?
That's ridiculous.
God.
That's so stupid. Well, no.
Meanwhile, naked yoga on YouTube. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just saying. Meanwhile, on Twitch, there's like bitches bouncing around their titties. I don't see you guys crying about that. Get the fuck out of here. I'm just having an adult conversation with another adult. Why you like feet? Why? I just want to know
exactly.
Why.
Yeah. No, I get it. And, no, I get it. Yeah, that is 100% fair. Absolutely, yeah. So I kind of wanted to ask you this too a little bit. I wanted to ask you this in the beginning, but we got to showing off your beautiful work.
No worries.
Well, and it kind of like lead into a little bit. So you brought up something that actually kind of made me think of this. So how I first found out about you, was because of your OnlyFans stuff, because I had heard about it. And how you had been getting some grief for it.
Ooh,
yeah, but how you had been getting some...
KHuck exposes herself as a pervert. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
What?
I watch bunny streams on occasion. What does that say? Am I appropriate then?
Okay.
I love Bunny.
Look,
I love Bunny.
I watch Bunny. I watch her streams on occasion too, but I'm also her wife, so it's a little different.
I know that.
KHuck, okay.
I know that. Oh yeah, by the way, if you don't already know, Jane, Bunny and Megan are married.
I love Bunny.
Yeah, so Bunny's the best. No, Bunny's the best.
God, I love her. She's so. I love her.
But no, it was like a year or so after I like really first started getting active in the community, I guess, or getting more like in different chats and stuff like that. Because that's how I first got my start. Was that I first heard about you through like. You getting crap for you doing OnlyFans and stuff like that. And I know she's a married woman.
There was people talking shit about me doing OnlyFans?
I think there was a story or there was...
No such thing as bad publicity, baby.
I can't remember exactly why there was rumblings of it or why that was a story or why that was a topic.
Can I
don't
just
remember.
Explain why I even started my OnlyFans a year ago? Because
sure,
I know a lot of people think it was a grift, but allow me to explain without like going too much into certain details that I'm not able to discuss.
Please,
but
go ahead.
there was so as I mentioned earlier before, I've been in the sex industry for a really, really long time, right? On and off, mind you, right? Not like consistently, but on and off. And I used to be on a platform called God's Girls, which was like the extreme raunchy version of Suicide Girls for those who are old and remember Suicide Girls.
Okay.
All right. Suicide Girls didn't like spread their legs, but like God's Girl did. God's Girls, everything went, right? Like there was nothing off.
Wow.
So I used to be an active model on God's Girls back then. I had a shit ton of sets up on there and whatever. I made a lot of money through that website back then. Well, anyways, I eventually moved on from that, right? And I stopped doing any form of sex work for a really, really long time, actually. And then what happened was people started digging into me and my vagina got plastered all over Twitter from my pornography sets from like 10 years ago, mind you, like a long time ago.
What?
Were like plastered all over Twitter. And so when that happened, they thought they were intimidating me, but little did they know I won many awards for this fucking pussy back in the day. So I'm like, okay, if we're gonna do this, then I'm just gonna make an OnlyFans and profit off this shit. Thank you for the advertisement. And thanks to them, right? I've made a shit ton of fucking money on OnlyFans with it, and I'm not ashamed. I've been doing this shit for fucking ever, right? I don't give a fuck. So
that's
amazing.
How
that even happened. Everybody swore, like there was a lot of people I know in the commentary community who were like, she's doing this because she's with Mr. Repsion to make money, and it's just a grift. And it's like, no, bitch, my fucking vagina got plastered all over Twitter, so I just decided to profit off that because why should it be out there for free? You know what I mean?
Right.
I agree. Don't listen to commentary. Don't listen to commentary bros, okay? They're fucking retards. And the commentary community in itself is so small.
But it was just really
commentary
funny.
Community, it's so small.
It's just really funny. I figured since this subject came up, this was like be a perfect time to be like, no, actually, here's the story of what fucking happened.
I would love to hear it.
Why I'm on OnlyFans now. I've been making a nice,
Well, hey,
I mean, most of the commentary community are also virgins. There's that too. They're mostly virgins, so
Listen, a lot of them haven't seen grass in like 5 years, let alone an ass. Okay, so
true. And you got chat rooting for you. They're all like W. Let's fucking go. They love it. Yes. So yeah, there you go. No, 100%. That's actually really interesting. I didn't know that. Well,
yeah, a lot of people didn't know that because I didn't draw attention to it, but I want to let the people know that I knew and that I saw without like directly confirming it. And so I was like, bet OnlyFans, sign up, it's free. You know?
Right. Well, hey, there you go. Yeah, I mean that's all power to you, because truthfully,
Make your money, man. Make your money. That's how I look at it. Make your money however you want.
They really thought they had done something there, but it just like they don't realize like you helped me pay off a few of my credit cards. Thank you.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Seth wants to know what is your OnlyFans, and she put in quotations for research. Seth,
hang on a second. I'll link it for you in just a second. Seth, give me a second. I'll link it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, go ahead.
I got you.
Enjoy your research.
Do you know Seth, by the way, by any chance?
No.
Oh, okay. So Seth is she's a commentary, or she's a creator. She is the co-host of the Clear as Mud, which is a podcast with Peepaw Riveter.
Sheesh.
Peepaw is great.
Yeah, with Peepaw.
I love
D-Max.
Peepaw.
Have you heard D-Max or of D-Max?
Yeah, I've heard
recording?
of D-Max.
Yeah, D-Max.
Yeah. He just left that recording, didn't he?
Pizzle, Miss Pizzle.
Yep.
Pizzle, listen. So like
Your
how Bunny is like Maggot's wife, Pizzle's my wife. Just so everybody knows. Everybody who talks shit on Pizzle can come and eat my whole fucking ass, because I love me some Jessica Pizzle. She's my favorite out of all the people. I'll be really real. Out of all the people that I've met from the YouTube world, you know, over the last 2.5 years, being in a relationship with Daniel and all that, Jessica Pizzle is my hands down, not only my favorite person that I've met out of the whole community, but one of the realest people I've met out of the whole community.
We love Pizzle. Yeah.
I love Jessica to fucking death. Like, there was so many times where I was literally like at my fucking end with shit, and Pizzle was there. Pizzle was always there, you know what I mean? She always like privately always there for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like no questions asked. So I owe that bitch my firstborn at this point.
I love we love Pizzle, 100%. And she was the co-host of Clear as Mud. Okay. What okay, we'll get to that later. Okay, that just shocked me there for a second. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
Apparently Seth was the co-host of Clear as Mud.
Last stream was today.
Your last stream was today?
You didn't know? You didn't know?
No.
You didn't know that you didn't know that?
No.
She's got a new job, and she's gonna be
congratulations,
really busy. So
well, dang it. I didn't get to watch Clear as Mud tonight. Oh, well, Seth, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't get to watch Clear as Mud tonight.
Love you, Seth.
That's why it shocked me when she said that. I was like, wait a minute, what do you mean by was? But okay. But anyway, sorry, that distracted me. I love Pizzle. Pizzle's the best. She gives me
She's
grief.
amazing.
She calls me K Merc. She thinks I'm a Merc. So there's that. But that's when you know that you're liked by Pizzle, is when she gives you a nickname. So I take it and run.
For sure.
But no,
for sure.
We love our
Pizzle. I've
here.
been planning to hang out for fucking forever. I told her one of these days we're gonna go to Vegas, me and her, because she hasn't been to Vegas yet, and I was like, bitch, let me pop your cherry, please.
Ooh.
Yes.
So how long have you known Pizzle, I guess? So we're kind of on the topic. How long have you known her?
Met Pizzle like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, something like that. But like been like closer, maybe like the last year and a half. I want to say, I love her. I love her to pieces. It always drives me nuts when people talk shit on her, but like people like people don't know. Like same with like there's a few people like Pizzle I love to death, right? Van Luke is another person who I like absolutely love to death. Like Van Luke has been there so much for me behind the fucking scenes. Like people have no idea the shit that Van Luke has done for us behind the scenes, and like she's no, and I get it. There's people who don't like her and all that, and I respect that. You know what I mean? Like, but for me, like me personally speaking, like man, like has been there so fucking much, you know. So I respect that realness. You know what I mean? That personal.
Right.
Like I think, you know, because I'm not from the YouTube world, right? Like I understand that I dated
Yeah.
someone who was within the YouTube world and all that, and that's kind of how I got like introduced into all these things and whatnot. But I'm not from the YouTube world, right? So like a lot of this shit is still like super fucking foreign to me, right? Like that's why I conducted myself sometimes the way I fucking did, because I'm not part of this shit. I'm just a real ass bitch in the real world with a real job.
I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
Yeah.
Look,
Mm-hmm.
I say but like I really don't necessarily have an opinion about Van Luke. My opinion, I guess, really is just based off how I've seen her interact with other people in the space. And like
See, and I can
prior to her
understand how
interactions,
like people could have like a certain like look, there's a lot of people in the y'all's YouTube sphere who have like a perception of me, right? Like Jade is ratchet, she's obnoxious, she's this, she's that, whatever, right? Like I like people think of whatever they think about me too, but like I think like getting to know someone behind the scenes and then like seeing their whatever few outbursts like publicly, like those are two different worlds, you know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know. I
So
don't know.
can
I
see
never thought
how
that of you.
people, you know, well, I know, like, I didn't say you specifically, but I know there's a lot of people out there who do like feel some type of way about me because all they've seen is just like little outbursts here and there. Like, no one's actually like taken the time and sat down and be like, who the fuck is Jane and what is this bitch about, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
No,
for
I
me
get it.
personally, I know Van Luke on a personal level. I got to know her on a personal level first, you know what I mean? And that's all I know her as, right? So I think it's like, I think for a lot of people, it's really easy to like build a perception off of like a singular event or a singular moment, you know what I mean?
Well, there was a few. There was a few. I'm not gonna lie. It was not just one. There was a few.
No,
but like,
for sure. There was a few with me too. Listen, like, you know,
I've got my loyalties, you know.
No, I hear you. Yeah, for sure.
I've got my loyalties, and
right.
you know, I don't know Van Luke from a hole in the wall. You know what I'm saying? So just like it is.
Well,
right.
The only thing that I know of Van Luke, and I've said this before, is that she came on my stream when I first started streaming, and we went over the story, a story of a former weenie from Colleen Ballinger, that came out and she did an interview with, and she came on stream with me, and we did it together, and that was really super cool of her to do. I haven't really obviously talked to her since. I've seen what has happened since then. I will give her, you know, I don't know her personally either to that degree, but I will just say that I do respect her for her coming on the stream when I was just starting out and all of that. And we did talk every so often, like before the stream, like her and I were talking about life and things of that nature, you know, different things like that. But I will give her credit that she did come on the stream right when I was on my tiny ass channel when I barely even had 100 subscribers, nonetheless. To just come on and just do a stream with me who was just starting out. So I will give her credit where credit is due with that. That was really cool of her to do.
For sure.
But as far as like the other stuff, I don't really have an opinion on very much either. I just seen what she's done, and I just, you know, I don't necessarily agree with it either. But at the same time, well,
I do have an opinion. If anybody cares, I do.
But I
wasn't even like trying to get into all the drama. I was just like listing people specifically, like for me personally, that I've like grown close to. You know, like it would be for me personally, it would be definitely people like Pizzle. Van Luke is one of them. Ready to Glare. I love
I like Ready to
Julia
Glare
a lot. She's incredible people. She's so fucking down to earth. Like I've
been watching her for years.
She's super fucking nice. She was there a lot for me too, like behind the scenes over the last like year and a half and shit too.
Why does she sound familiar?
She's Ready to
Glare. You definitely have heard. She's been doing
also like part of the
commentary
sphere, I would say. Like not like
I knew of her before commentary. I'm just saying, like I've watched her for fucking years.
She's amazing.
Oh, really?
She's an amazing human being. She's an amazing human being. Like in real life. Like I have nothing but fucking love for that person. Like hands down, you know.
What does she do?
Yeah.
Does she do just do commentary?
She covers like different dramas and etc.
Yeah.
But part of the reason why I like her.
Like that.
Yeah, part of the reason why I like her is because she's so like level-headed in her coverage, right? It's not super
Oh.
hyperbolic or anything like that. It's just very level-headed, normal coverage of a situation.
Yeah.
And she has
Very
like
common
okay.
sense coverage is what I like to call it.
yeah,
Common sense
Yeah.
coverage. Yes.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay, no, I'll have to check her out. I've heard her. That name does sound familiar. I probably
She's
have heard of
amazing.
that in passing, but I don't.
Amazing.
Oh, for sure.
Um,
Yeah.
Her
but
content's great, but her in real life is even greater. Like she's just, I can't stress
Mhm.
enough, just an amazing human being. Like amazing human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's awesome. But no, but okay, Jane. So one of the people that also introduced me to you, and I'm just being real, I'm just being honest, was Shanry.
Boy. Yes.
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
think yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you know what I am referring to?
Yes. I can't
Okay.
talk about it, but yes.
Okay, I think I
Okay.
knew who Jane was before that. I think I knew who Jane was prior to that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I have a
I-
horrible
so
memory, so don't
I
at me.
got
But
to
yeah,
know.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I had heard of you before, but during that Twitter space was when I had heard obviously was when I had got introduced to you more through that. But I've always found you to be a very interesting person, and I think and I'm not just saying that just because of what happened on that Twitter space. We all know what
I was
happened on
fully in
that
support of
Twitter
it. I love that Twitter space personally. I thought
I'm
she was
telling
up there
you-
speaking her truth, and I was there for it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Like I remember being in that Twitter space. I remember that. And this was this was one of the first times that I had started in commentary and was, actually starting to get more involved, and I was in that Twitter space, and I remember just thinking, "Oh, she mad."
But that's what I meant earlier. Like a lot of people only know me from like certain outbursts, but like people haven't like really taken the time to be like, who is this bitch? Like I understand I was really fucking unhinged in certain moments, right? Like justifiably so.
Well,
But
yeah,
I was
no,
very unhinged
absolutely.
in certain moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
we all are.
absolutely.
We all are.
Oh yeah,
There's nobody in this
100%.
community.
It just
There's-
sucked
there's-
that was the first perception that a lot of people like got of me. And right
Yeah.
off the bat, it was like, oh, Repsy on dates like nothing but crazy bitches and blah blah blah. And I'm
That's
like,
how
oh,
this
okay,
community
like,
works, though. That's how
You
this
know?
community works, though. Like, if you have
Yeah.
your one bad thing, you know what I mean? They like fucking latch onto it forever.
I had
Like,
to
I have my
learn
own bad thing, you know?
really hardcore. Not like I've gotten a lot better now. I don't give a shit anymore now what anybody has to say. I
Well,
don't
yeah,
give a
and
fuck.
also
None of
that
it
was-
affects my
yeah.
money at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But like.
right.
But it took me a while to like get used to like this corner of the internet, right? Like again, because I've been on the internet a really long time, but this specific corner on the internet,
Yes,
that took really a long time for me to get used to, like all the bullshit, all the podcasts and the whatever and the this and the that, and and I wasn't really like, I really wasn't. If I'm being really blunt,
Be as blunt as you want,
yeah.
yeah.
I wasn't fucking properly. How should I word this? I wasn't properly prepared for any of this. I wasn't prepared to have this many eyes on me. I wasn't prepared for all this shit. I wasn't prepared for any of it. I wasn't prepared for like the YouTube unhingedness, the Twitter unhingedness, the Kiwi farms, the lol cows, which I still don't understand what that was. But like, I wasn't prepared for any of this. I was ice cold thrown into this entire fucking situation, and then expected to just know the rules of conduct in this corner of the internet and whatever, right? And when you're someone who comes from the normal world and you're thrown into this madness and you're learning shit about like you've about these terms and these different forms of harassment that can be done online, etc., right? Like when you're new to all like that would take a toll on anybody. I don't care who the fuck you are, right? But it did. It took a toll on me. I took it very fucking personal, a lot of it, because again, I wasn't prepared for fucking any of this. I didn't understand the magnitude of certain reactions or this or that, right? And that's why for the most part I didn't say anything. For the most part I just kept quiet. For the most part I just shut the fuck up, besides the few times when I did say something and I was like pushed to my breaking point, right? But other than that, like,
very common.
It just
we talked about that last stream.
I wasn't prepared for any of this, and I didn't understand any of the things going into what it's like dating someone with such a public, massive following like that, you know?
Right.
So, you know, it is what it is. People made their opinions of me, and they think what they think at the end of the day, and it is what it is. But I just wish that there would have been a little bit more grace thrown my way and a little bit more understanding, right? Because I understand that I came off really ghetto at times, right? But like,
I get the same thing.
People would just focus on the ghetto, but not look at the bigger picture of what was going on, you know? And it just it was just a lot. It was just a fucking lot.
No,
you know?
I'm sure.
A lot of people in this space are, in my opinion, really angry, and they come in here and they use it as like a way to like it's like an outlet for them, right?
I think a lot of these people need to go to fucking therapy.
No, I agree. And you're not even the only one. There's a lot of people who come into commentary. I've heard this like multiple times. There's a lot of people who come into commentary with like this set idea of what commentary is supposed to be, and then they come into the smaller commentary community, if you will, and they're like, "What the fuck? This is not what I thought it was," you know?
See, but I didn't even have an idea. That's the worst part. I had no idea. I didn't know. When I tell you I didn't know jack shit of jack shit, I didn't know. I didn't know that it was like fair game for people in the fucking commentary community to fucking crack jokes at other people's fucking downfalls or their tragedies or their whatever, you know what I mean? And that you're not supposed to have feelings about that, and you're not supposed to fucking clap back at motherfuckers over it. I didn't fucking know. Again, I didn't know what the fuck to expect, right? Like I was just some like I hate to word it like this, but I was just some random street bitch that got fucking thrown into this fucking thing. You were just fucking deal with it.
Yeah, you were a normie. That's fine.
Back out here in these streets, that's not how shit fucking runs. Like, you run your mouth some type of way, you're gonna get your ass beat. You know what I mean?
Right. No, and that's totally legit
to me. And so, like, I then ended up, I want to say last summer, I just distanced myself from like all of it, right? Like, I unfollowed a lot of people. I just distanced myself entirely from everything and anyone who had anything to do with that. Started focusing on my kick streaming, right? Because I decided to move platforms because, you know, the Jew in me wants to make my 95 fucking percent, right? So I moved platform, started building my community entirely from scratch by myself without Daniel's help despite the contrary, what everybody likes to fucking say that I rode off Daniel. Like, a lot of people don't know, Daniel didn't help me with any of my shit. Daniel didn't help me with my OBS or setting or learning any of this. I taught myself everything. Everything that you see me do on streams and whatever, I taught myself all of it. He had nothing to do with it. And also, because everybody likes to be like, oh, he bought her everything and that's why I bought all this shit myself. Thank you fucking very much.
You know exactly why they have that opinion. They have that opinion because there was somebody else.
You mad are you mad that you're not making some type of money, that you can't buy your own shit? Because that's a lot of fucking self-projection, baby. Just be sitting here and crying, accusing me of being like, what? That I like everything, all this is from... It's not. It's not. I did it all myself. When I had my first stream space, I hand painted that shit myself. I set it up myself. The only thing I think he bought me back then, because he was so fucking insistent on it, because he didn't like the desk I had, was he bought me a new desk. Wow. Pin me to the wall. Oh my god. You know what I mean?
Right.
But people don't know, like, I was already doing video editing and stuff like that years ago. I was a full-time photographer for a really long time, and I was working with a certain streaming company. I can't name who it was. I was working with a larger streaming company back then, creating a documentary film back in the day and stuff like that. I already knew how to use all these different programs besides OBS, right? Like, I already knew how to use all these Adobe programs and how to edit and how to do this and how to do that. All these things I already knew way before dating was even a fucking thought. You know what I mean? It's just the only difference that happened is that I had a partner who was like, you're hysterical, you're hilarious, you should absolutely be live streaming. I don't know why you're not. That was the only difference. I had a partner who was like, you should live stream. I don't know why you're not. My clients had been telling me this for fucking years. That was the only difference. I had a supportive fucking partner.
Yeah.
That's it. So cry more, you know?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, and also with, I don't know very much. Well, Megan may know more, but I don't know very much about Repsion, besides what, you know, with him, obviously with you and things of that nature, and then also his own content and stuff like that. But I liked you personally. I've always liked you. even, and I'm not bullshitting you when I tell you this. Even after that, Twitter space to me always sticks out on my mind. You know why? Because you were real. You were being 100% real, and I loved every minute of it. I'm not lying.
I don't put on a persona. Like, what you see here is what you get when you get tatted by me. What you see here is what you get when you hang out with me and I'm cooking for you in my kitchen. You know what I mean? I just am who I am. That was also another reason why I moved over to Kick, because every time I was streaming on Twitch, I feel like I had to hold back. I couldn't say certain words. I couldn't act a certain way because, you know, you're scared of daddy Twitch coming in and banning you and whatnot. So when Kick opened up and they were like, we don't give a shit, do whatever you fucking want, I was like, bet. Say fucking less. I don't got to worry about what other people are doing, right? Because everybody likes to scream like, oh, Ice Poseidon and all these other fucking unhinged motherfuckers. I don't give a shit. That has nothing to do with my stream at the end of the day. I do what I do on my stream, and that's that. I am who I am. I cuss a lot. I got a potty mouth. I am who I am. I'm broke as fuck. I'm gay. I got some judgment against me from some bitch down in Florida named Carol Baskin. No, but you know what I mean? Like, I just am who I am. You know what I mean? And so I've fallen so in love with live streaming and meeting different people from across all over the globe of all walks of life and stuff like that, which is something I already do in tattooing. So like, why not like just extend it out broadcasting wise?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And I think that's why I've always, you know, that's why I've always kind of liked you too, is because you exhibit a personality that I strive to have. Because I'm, you know, again, I know that you really don't know me very well, and I hope that we get to know each other better over these, you know, after this. And I know that you and I have talked prior a little bit here and there, not a whole lot, but no, that's what I strive to be, is to be more brave and to be more, not necessarily more outspoken, but a little bit more outspoken than what I already am, and just have the balls to just say, you know what, fuck you.
I don't know if I would call what I'm doing brave. It's just that, like, I, like, personally, like, my life story is really fucked, right? I had a really fucked upbringing. I have a really fucked life story. I'm not going to get into it because this is not, like, tragedy time, right?
No,
but that's just part of who I am, right? I had a really fucked upbringing, right? And all that fun jazz. And I think for me personally, like, I just got to a point one day, and it's so easier said than done, but like, I just didn't give a fuck anymore. Like, one day it just hit me. I was like, no one's paying my bills other than me. No one's fucking me other than me right now, right? Like, no one's feeding me other than me right now, right? So why should I really fucking worry about what it is people have to think about what it is I have to say, right? If everybody can go on the internet and express their opinion, why the fuck can't I, right? So for me, I've always been someone who's more drawn to authentic people. Like, just be your most authentic self, right? But I can't expect that from someone if I'm not being my true authentic self. And my true authentic self is I can talk a horse to death. Sometimes I'm obnoxious. Sometimes I'm loud as fuck. And sometimes I just don't give a shit, right? And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Can I have, you know, thought-provoking conversations and real dialogues? Absolutely. Can I be absolutely ungodly, unhinged, and go off the fucking handle? Absolutely. You know what I mean?
We all can.
But it is who I am at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And I'm just, I just didn't want to, like, I didn't want to keep, like, making myself be something that I'm just not, because it's just not who I am, and I wasn't happy with it, and I was constantly chasing a high that couldn't be fucking chased because I wasn't being me to the fullest, you know? So I wouldn't say that it had anything to do with being brave. It's just that life had fucked me so much that I just didn't care anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, and
Yeah.
that's totally 100% legit. And when I say like being brave and from my point of view, just being yourself, you know, because that's what I strive to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really do strive. You know, I've been through a lot, as we talked about earlier, with, you know, everything that has happened with me. But I also try my best to maintain my personality as best as possible when it comes to like certain situations or certain people, whatever it may be. What you see is what you get with me, like 100% right here. This right here. This is me. This is me online. This is me IRL. This is me. And do I try to be, you know, a little bit eccentric on stream to be a little bit more entertaining? Sure. Yes. But at the end of the day, this is just me. This right here is you see what you get. What you see is what you get. Excuse me. But I also had a little bit of a troublesome childhood to a certain degree, and certain situations have came up over life. Life happens, you know, of course, I'm a mom.
Trauma makes us funnier. I'm just saying.
Yeah. True. And
trauma has made some of the best comedians. I'm just fucking saying.
Very true. Okay? Very, very true. Yes. And if you can take that certain aspect of your personality, or just as a whole, as you know, and to make it entertaining, not only for you, but to, you know, be your true self. That's the best person that you can be, and that's what I respect. I respect not just a lot
of soul searching. I'll be honest. It took many years, and it took a lot of fucking soul searching. But ever since then, I am unapologetically me, and that is just that. Like I have my boundaries, I have my rules, and that's just that. Like period. Like it's that simple. You know?
Yeah.
I make it really, really simple like that.
No, and that's great. And that's why I've always liked Hi Leia. That's why I've always liked you. Is because
I love Leia. She's mommy.
Yes, that's Leia.
She's mommy.
Hi Leia. Say
mommy.
Hi.
Mommy. Leia's mommy. You mommy. Sorry.
No, she's great. We know you love Jane. Yes, she's here. But no, I think that's why I respect women like that, like you. Leia is also one of them. Maggot is also one of them.
She don't give a fuck either.
Maggot is also one of them. I'll even put Xylee in that category too, of women who are who are strong and who just are very not afraid to be themselves, you know? And that's what I may not have the same personality as like what you do or what Maggie does.
You don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to. I don't have to.
You just have to be you.
Exactly.
You know
I don't have to. I can be who I want to be, and I can be who I am, and that's why I'm here, you know? And and that's why you're here. You've been through so much over this last year, personally and even professionally, that you've developed your own way of, you know, just bringing yourself out there. And that's what I respect. And that's why I've always been, and that's why I've always liked you too, is because you're just you, you know? And I love women, yes, of course, but men too. Men and women who can just be themselves and not be scared of it. I love.
Right.
And
you have to have confidence in yourself, and you have to believe in yourself. Like one of the things that I did this year that I threw myself into the cold water is I'm going back to school. Right. I haven't been to school in
that's
100 years. Right. I'm now starting going to school, and I'm going to become an attorney. Right.
That's amazing.
So I think like throwing yourself into the cold water occasionally and like pushing yourself. Right. And like making big goals. Like I hate when people are like, don't set big goals, set little goals. I disagree. Set both, right? Make both big and small goals. So I have a big giant goal, and then I have a bunch of little goals that I'm working towards, right? And these are all things I feel like that just help you ultimately become the most authentic of yourself, when you can like push yourself more and further, no matter what it is that you get yourself into, right? Whether it's crocheting or you're going to school to become a lawyer, right? It doesn't matter. Like, I think to be your most authentic self, right? And to truly like not only get to know yourself, but also like to push yourself beyond your beyond your limits, throw yourself into cold water all the time. Do something that's really fucking scary. Like, it builds character. I truly believe in it. It builds fucking character.
That's kind of like in this situation with me is, and Maggot too, to a certain degree, I think a little bit. She can clarify if she wants, of course, but with streaming, and how I, as you put it, it's such a great analogy too, is that I threw myself into the cold water with streaming.
I never had any interest. I never had any interest in streaming. I don't have any. I actually don't even consider myself a content creator, to be quite fucking frank. I'm here because KHuck asked me to be, and I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, and you know that.
And we love that you're here, girl.
Yes, 100%, yes. And she's always said that, though. She doesn't consider herself to be a content creator, even though she was making content before she came on here, ma'am.
Edits don't count. Edits don't count.
Yes, they do.
They don't. No, they don't.
It does, though.
Yes, they do.
Because you're creating content through editing existing content. That's content creation by definition.
Yeah.
As much as you hate it, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
if Xylee were
throwing
here,
you in the cold water now.
Yeah. If Xylee were here, she'd be saying the same thing. Yeah. Anyway,
I've been here for months.
But no, it's like with the same way with me with streaming, is that getting into it and actually building an audience and building a channel and things like that. Yes, I literally I threw myself, in a way, into the cold water to do this because I had to build up the courage to actually do it, and I don't regret it. This is this is the most fun I think that I have had in a very, very long time.
Isn't it though?
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Like all the cool people that one meets and stuff like that. Like, I've
met
so many cool people.
The conversations. The conversations that I've been able to have, not just on stream, but just in general with like different content creators and just like different people within the space. It's been amazing. I've met so many great people over these last few months. It'll be a year in May for me streaming fully.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, which is hard to believe. That's hard. That's crazy for me to think about. Like, that's nuts. But it's the way that I look at it is that you have to take risk in order to grow. You know, that's the other thing too, is that if you have something that you're passionate about, whether it be streaming or whether it be tattooing or whatever it may be in your case, which is wonderful that you're doing both, of course. You know, you just have to. It's all about taking a risk and just seeing what happens and, you know, making yourself happy. Yeah. That's how I look at it. And that's, you know, and that's how I see you, is that you are, it's not, well, I wouldn't say, you know, it's necessarily a risk, but to a certain degree, I guess.
I've taken everything I've done. I've taken absolute risk. Like, everything I've done ever, I've got into it like full fucking send, like all the way down to when I started tattooing privately and left the very last shop that I ever worked for, which was like a horrible shop. Like, it took it so out of me that I was like, I'm never working for someone ever again, right? And even then, I remember I took this risk. Okay. I took this risk with $300. I will never forget this. Actually, it was $460 to my name. I'll never forget this. $460 to my name on the last day of November, with nothing but 3 appointments booked for the whole month of December. Because, fun fact, December is the worst month of the year. If you're trying to get tattoos for cheap, get tatted in December, because everybody's broke and we don't have any bookings. Okay, so I remember taking this risk with $460 to my name. Okay, and just whatever equipment that I owned at the time, which wasn't much, right? With $460 to my name, with 3 appointments for the whole month of December, and that was it. And I hadn't bought my kids presents. I hadn't done anything yet because I was broke. Okay, and I left that shop, and I started my space back then out of this very space that I'm now back in. Right, I started tattooing out of space, and I remember I had just enough money to buy a little bit of flooring for half of this room, right? Because it's a very big room. It goes on all the way back there. I had enough money just to buy flooring for half of the room because I can't tattoo where there's carpet because of bloodborne pathogens, right? It's very unhygienic. I had enough money just for one half of the room and a little bit of paint. Oops paint, to be specific. So I found some ugly, raggedy-ass purple Oops paint in the Home Depot section for $9 a gallon, okay? That's all I had. And I went into this not knowing what the fuck was going to happen, not knowing if I was going to go completely under or not. That was like one of the biggest risks that I took ever in my life, right? And I'm to this day, as detrimentally terrified as I was, I am so grateful to this day that I took the risk that I did, because it would have never allowed me to get as far as it did in my career and to make the name that I did for myself here in this state, and to build the audience and the following that I have, right? Like before, and I'm talking about my audience and following before Daniel, because I already had a big following on Instagram before him, right? It allowed me to build this all out, right, while struggling, hungry as fuck, but it pushed me so hard, and it made me work for it so much fucking harder, right? Like by the time I met Daniel, a lot of people don't know this, I was making way more than him. Way fucking more, even with him being a famous YouTuber and shit. I was making way fucking more by the time when I met him. You know what I mean? Like I was killing it in life at the time. You know what I mean? But because I had worked incredibly hard and I took the craziest risk of my life, you know, of less than $500 to my name, left my fucking job, you know, to go do something on my own with whatever I had in my pocket, and I'm forever fucking grateful. Because of that, I've been able to travel with my tattoos. I've owned shops and out of state. You know what I mean? I've made a network of clientele across the entire United States. Like a lot of people don't know this. A lot of my clients fly out to me. I have a lot of clients from out of state that fly all the way to Washington to book a fucking Airbnb and come here and like get tattooed for like 1 to 3 days straight. You know what I mean? And not a lot of tattoo artists can say that for themselves, but I did that, and I did that on my own, and I worked really, really hard. I remember my first year when I had to do my taxes, I had to calculate my hours for my tax lady. And I had worked in my first year 2,900 hours. Do you know what that means? That means I worked 7 days a fucking week straight, almost the whole fucking year. 2,900 hours straight. I had fucking worked. Jesus Christ. But it paid off. Now I'm at a point in my career where I can pick and choose what pieces I want to do and what I do. And I turn more shit down than I actually accept. Right? I can pick and choose the pieces that I want. I can charge now the pricing that I fucking want and that I can. You know what I mean? I'm able now to work 4 days a week. That's all I work. I work 4 days a week. Fuck the bullshit. Right? And I am so happy with like how far and how everything I made, and it built the character that I have now. If it wasn't for all of that, I don't know where I'd be. I don't know where it'd be. So it's so important. Like I can't, and that's just one of many risks, right? I'm not going to go into all my risks because otherwise we're going to be here all night with a bottle of vodka. But listen, like I can't stress it enough to people. Throw yourself in the cold water. Be fucking be fucking scared every once in a while. Be so ungodly terrified. I want you to every once in a while lay there at night and be like, what the fuck did I do? Because that's me right now at college. I'm like, I'm laying there sometimes at night. I wake up dead in my sleep. I'm like, what did you do, you dumb bitch? You haven't been to school in fucking 17 years and now you want to go to college in America of all places? You fucking crazy. But it's okay. It's okay. Because it's going to build character and it's going to make you so much stronger. And you never know what the outcome is going to be. And now I'm not sitting here and telling y'all like take risk because everything's going to come great in the end. It might not. I've taken many risks in my life where shit went fucking wrong. But even those times when they go wrong, you need to be able to take yourself out of your emotional state, sit there and psychoanalyze, where did I go wrong? And guess what? You listen to my queen Aaliyah and you get back up and you try again.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, 100%. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Jane, for that. That's great. Know? Yeah, no, that's you're not wrong at all. That's amazing. That's
some real life shit right there. You know,
yep.
Throw yourself in the cold water. Be scared every once in a while and push yourself. You will be very surprised at the outcome and what will happen in the end.
Yep. 100%. Yep, I'm stealing that, by the way.
Yeah.
So no, that's 100% true. Thank you so much for that, Jane.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna slowly start to end it here. Yes, 07's in the chat for Jane for that. Yes, absolutely. So I do have some questions. We're gonna probably just end it here on some questions here, or at least start to get to these questions here. There's a few that came through.
Yeah.
That got in my Discord here. The first one is from Reese, who is in the chat right now. He has a couple of questions. Your main and favorite style of artwork?
I would have to say, like, specifically what I specialize in would be neo-traditional work, ornamental, henna, mehndi. I like to do geometrical and symmetrical stuff, such as, like, sacred geometry and, like, mandalas and floral work. And then one of the things that I'm specifically known for here in Washington that a lot of people come to me for is personalized goddesses. I make personalized goddesses portraits of you for yourself. Ooh. That are like empowering pieces, and obviously main demographic is women, right? And so I do this questionnaire and I ask you a lot of questions, and based on depending on what your answer is what your goddess is going to end up looking like later on, is what I come up with and create. So that's one of the things I'm really known for. And then the other thing that I'm very known for is my realism jewelry. I like doing hyper realistic jewelry work on people. It's nice. So fun.
Nice. That's awesome. That's
well, great. I'm what they call the line work goat. I'm the bitch when you want some real fucking solid line work and you want it done right the first time, okay? And you want it done fast. I'm the line work goat. That's me.
That's awesome. No, that's great. His second question was...
No, I mean, she kind of proved that with the lace. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
Line work goat.
Yes. Your personal favorite piece you've tattooed and that is on yourself.
Ooh.
I like the face one. I like the one that's on your face.
I'm gonna show my stomach. I do not have the most flattering stomach because I am a mom and I had twins, so please don't judge. But
don't worry.
I did my own stomach.
Oh, stop!
Not judging.
Girl, holy shit!
Wait, this right here is a self-portrait, by the way.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah. I also tattooed my own boobies, and they look cute, but I can't show those on stream, unfortunately.
wait. Do you have the nipples tatted too?
The whole
yes,
girl.
That's a yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I did it myself. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I would have to say, like, from here down is like my favorite right now.
Okay, if you were to take, how many do you have? That's another question that I personally have. How many do you have?
I stopped counting like 14 years ago, but I will say this: I have 60% of my body tattooed at this point.
Wow.
Maybe even a little bit more. Maybe like 65%.
Holy shit.
I have majority of my body tattooed. The only thing, it's easier for me to tell you what's not tattooed. And what's not tattooed as of right now is my entire back. Like, I have some pieces on my back, but like majority of it is naked.
Really?
So majority of my back is naked. My buttocks are naked, and the back of my legs for the most part are naked.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's pretty much everything from the front.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any plans on doing any guest spots in other places or countries?
So this year I want to fly back out to Michigan because I used to own a shop outside of Detroit for a while. This year I plan on going back to Michigan. I plan on going to Arizona. I would like to go to Hawaii to tattoo this year. If it's going to happen, I don't know yet. Maybe. But Arizona, Michigan for sure is something that's going to be happening. My dream is to go guest spot in Atlanta. If I could go guest spot in Atlanta, I would die tomorrow a happy fucking person, like straight up. So I want to try to reach out to some shops in Atlanta and see what's up because I've never been to Atlanta, but I feel like they're my peoples. And then one of my other dream places to go guest spot in is in Florida. I don't even care where in Florida. Them my peoples too. Them unhinged motherfuckers. I feel like Right, long lost home over there.
Right, yeah, that's my home away from home too, is Florida. Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
I actually have the chance to go back there in April, and I'm super excited for it. I can't wait.
Hell yes.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Yeah, we're going to towards the end of April, and we're not going to any of the theme parks. We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out.
There's nothing wrong with that. Florida
Yeah.
is a Discovery Channel
Yeah.
in itself. There's plenty to see outside.
We've been to like all of the theme parks in and of itself like so many dang times over these last few. We've been lucky.
It's not
I should
exciting
say.
anymore.
Yeah,
just being in Florida, period. That's just that's already like
Yeah, we've been to the theme park so many. We've been lucky enough, mind you, over the last 10 years or so to be able to go to the theme parks that I'm like, I don't want to go. We're not going to any of them. Yeah, we're not going.
Plenty of times. I don't need to see his motherfucking ass.
Exactly. Yeah. So the next set of questions, and there's only 3. Is from our resident Top Tomato. Now, Top Tomato, who is also in the chat, is an artist as well, and she did a couple of pictures for Megan and I, which are freaking adorable. But she does have her first question, and there's a reason for this, and you're gonna find out why here in a minute. Apples or tomatoes?
Tomatoes. I like apples. I love tomatoes though.
Okay.
I feel like that was the right answer too.
Yes and no. We'll find out here in a minute. 2 is hold on. 2 is doing a tattoo on yourself a bad idea, and she's asking for a friend.
Yes, please don't. Again, I can't stress it enough. Harshest brush on the softest canvas. Just don't. Just don't. Just don't. Save your money. Save up your money. Don't waste your money on a stupid Amazon home kit. Please. This is TT Jane speaking. This is not even artist Jane. This is just straight up Auntie Jane, okay?
Auntie Jane.
Listen to your TT, okay? TT Jane is telling you, don't be a fucking moron. Please. That money that you was going to spend on that Amazon kit, save it. Okay? Save it.
Yeah.
No, go get a tattoo professionally done, please.
Yeah.
Please. For the love of God. Because here's the reality of it. You're going to do this tattoo. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen because I've met you 100 million times before. You have kept me steady in business for 17 fucking years. You're going to get this, you're going to do this thing. You're going to hella be feeling it for about a year. And then about 18 months in, you're going to start noticing your lines starting to blow out. And next thing you know, whatever the fuck it is that you tattooed on you is going to be a black blob, just a black blown out blob. All right, and guess what the fuck you're gonna do? You're gonna be spending more money getting that shit covered up.
I bet. Yeah.
Just come on.
Yeah.
Think of the bigger picture here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I agree. And her last question is, and I'm not sure exactly what this means, but maybe she can explain in the chat. Is thoughts on the Byzantine Empire?
What? I don't know what that means either.
I'm not 100% sure either. Maybe she can explain in the chat. Explain that, please, Top Tomato, while I go to...
Oh.
It's Byzantine Empire.
Top Tomato, explain yourself. What the fuck are you talking about?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm going to Google this now because I'm curious.
That's what she asked. That's all I know.
Oh, referred to as the Eastern Roman Empire. I don't have a dick, so I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Byzantine. Okay, wait. This looks more familiar to me now that I'm seeing it typed out.
That's what you call the Eastern Roman Empire. And because I'm not a male, I don't care.
Okay.
I just, you know.
Nuclear Winter, real quick while I'm thinking of it. He asked, what is your favorite Pokemon?
Eevee.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's Baby Huck's favorite Pokemon too. She loves Eevee. She loves Eevee.
Yes.
Loves it. Okay, and the last set of questions is from Nintendo Mail. His first question, are you a big fan of Legend of Zelda?
I used to play Legend of Zelda back in the day a lot. Yes, back in the day. Not anymore, but back in the day, yes, a lot. A lot.
Have you not played any of the other recent games like Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild or
So
anything?
I was a huge gamer back in the day. This is another thing where a lot of people are like, she only got into gaming because of Daniel. Fuck you. First of all, I've had cute nerd tatted on my knuckles since I was 18. Okay, that's to tell you how much of a fucking nerd I am. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I hardcore game back in the day. I was hardcore gaming back in the day, right? All the way my whole pregnancy with my first kid because I was on bed rest. That's all I did. When I was pregnant with her, I was playing shit like, listen, this is how long ago. Okay, I'm gonna sound like a dinosaur. When I used to game back in the day, I was gaming shit like Skyrim, bro. Like when Skyrim had just came out. Skyrim just came out. Things like Mirror's Edge was a thing. Fallout 3 had just came out, I think. Like that's how BioShock, right? I was playing BioShock religiously, right? All these games had just like those were the games back then. What's the other one? Fucking Assassin's Creed, the first one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? That's how long ago that was, okay? But I had a kid. And then I went through a very hardship the first couple years when she was born, and then I also moved countries. I moved from Germany to the US because I'm from Europe originally, right?
Yes.
And so I moved from Europe then to the US, and then I became a wife in the process, and then I was a military wife. I was taking care of kids. I wasn't working. I was a stay-at-home mom. You know what I mean? I was tattooing a little bit still on the side, you know, like military boys and shit like that from my house at the time or from my apartment that we were living in at the time. But like, I didn't have the time for the things. And so I didn't game for a really long time. So it wasn't until I met Daniel, that my love for gaming was reawoken again. And with that being said, after taking a break for almost 12 fucking years from gaming at that point, I had to relearn gaming entirely over again because so much had changed in those 12 years. So much, you know what I mean? So I loved long-winded ass story. I loved Zelda. I used to play Zelda religiously. I played a lot of those games back in the day religiously. But yeah, took a 12-year break, and now I'm like full swing back in it again. And this time I have evolved like a fucking Pokemon because now I'm a PC gamer because I was a PlayStation gamer forever. Now I'm a PC gamer and I'm on keyboard and fucking mouse, which I never thought was gonna happen. But yeah, can't even use the controller anymore. It's all like I'm like, ew, what is this?
I don't blame you. Yeah, well, because I always play on a console too to some degree. I got to get better at PC gaming. I really do.
Now that I've been on it, I can't. Like, I've just bought my kids a PlayStation 5. I had saved up my kick money for a little while, right? And I bought them a PlayStation 5 during Black Friday sale because it was like a couple bucks cheaper, not really. But I bought that was like their early Christmas present. I was like, this is all you motherfuckers getting too. This shit was expensive, right? And I tried to play COD on it, and I was like, oh, this is ass. This is so trash. I'm so slow. Like, what is this shit? Like, on keyboard and mouse, it's just a whole different ball game. Whole different ball game.
I hear you. And his second question, and then he has the last one, which I'm gonna laugh at here in a second. I'm gonna be dying laughing when I get to the last question. But his second question is: do you draw the tattoo first before applying it? And you kind of answered that earlier.
Yes. Yeah. Always design it first. It's very rare that I don't design anything and I go straight from machine to skin. Very rare.
Who asked this question again?
Nintendo Mail.
Of course.
Yeah, but you kind of touched upon it earlier, so yeah. And his last question, and this is a question that he always asks our guests to a certain degree, and he is known for this, is, do you know Fire Emblem?
No. Nope. Sorry.
That's his
thing, honestly.
Yeah, that's his favorite question to ask always of the guests. That ever since I first started doing interviews, always his go-to question is, do they know Fire Emblem?
Nope. What is that? What is that?
It's a incest simulator.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Nope. Not my realm.
That's
Yeah,
the only description I'm giving you. That's not.
Yeah.
That's definitely not the accurate description, but that's all I'm giving you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that we touched upon a little bit last night too. Yeah.
Oh
Anyway.
my god, this sounds like something I have to go like research with my chat on my streams. Go ruin there for life.
It's something that came up last night. So yeah, that's.
Come up a few times. Come up a few times. To be
There's
fair.
a reason. Yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
it's
too.
been a couple times, bitch. I'm dead.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, no. I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here because we went a little bit over than what we initially thought, but that's okay.
It was a good interview. It was
Oh
good.
no!
I
Good.
enjoyed
I'm
myself.
glad. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, no. Thank you, Jane, so much for coming on. Your friend of the channel. Reese went ahead and linked all of your stuff onto the chat. Go follow Jane. Go follow Jane,
Yes.
please. Go check her
If you
out
guys
on
could
Kick.
please show me some love on Kick and follow me on Twitter. That's where I usually post that I'm live and all that fun stuff. And if you guys want to see my tattoo work, I have an Instagram at @RawByJane. Everything's at @RawByJane, so it's pretty easy to find me. I have very limited social medias, but the ones I do, you will find me very easily. So if you guys can show me some love on Kick, that would be awesome. I also do $25 giveaway, Cash App giveaways every month to people who subscribe to me on Kick. So, $5 investment at a chance to win $25. That's pretty good win-win if you ask me.
Yeah,
You got a new OnlyFans subscriber during the stream, so.
Hey, we love that. Yes.
And
My
of course it
OnlyFans
was
is
Seth.
free. It doesn't hurt anybody to subscribe. It's free as fuck.
And of course it was Seth. Of course it was.
You're welcome, Seth. You're welcome, Seth.
But yeah, no.
Thank you, soldier.
But no, thank you so much, Jane, and your friend of the channel. Obviously, you're welcome back anytime. Thank you again so much. This was so much fun, and I hope that you had a blast too. But yeah,
I did.
Oh, good. But thank you again so much, and we will talk to you again soon, hopefully.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, that was fun, guys. That was really, really fun. That was good. Oh, well, thank you guys again so much for coming out. Thank you to Jane. Go follow her on all of the things. She's amazing. She's fantastic. That was really, really fun. I'm really happy for her. Yeah, go check her out. She's great. So yeah, I do want to make one quick announcement real quick before we go. We will be streaming tomorrow night. Now, I don't know if anybody saw this or not. I don't think that you all did, but I want to give a little teaser as to who we're having tomorrow night. Megan already knows. This is going to be fun. So, hold on. Give me a second. We'll be back tomorrow night at our normal time, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. I'm going to pull... Hold on. I got sugar up on here still. Oh my goodness me. I'm a hot mess.
Such a good song. I should listen.
Yeah.
I should listen to that after this. I need to.
Actually, yeah, I don't blame you. Yes. So tomorrow night we will have. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. Let me actually pull up the actual picture.
The chat already knows. I mean, it's.
Yes, it is Chris. Yes. Kristen Ark will be joining us tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow night. Yes, we got him finally, you guys. After months and months and months of trying to get him, we finally got him.
Gonna be a lot of fun bullying him tomorrow. Yep.
So,
that's what
yeah.
I'm looking forward to.
So, oh shoot, hold on. Let me show the Discord. Hold on. Dang it! Why is? Anyway, yeah. Tomorrow night we will have Mr. Kristen Ark. Yes, Kristen Ark will be on tomorrow night.
Did you have any questions about this thumbnail?
What about it? Hold on.
Was there anything that stuck out as odd to you about this thumbnail?
Actually, yes.
Okay. All right.
So
making sure.
yeah. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. By the way. So hold on. If it's what I think it is, hold on. Let me see if I can get it pulled up here. I'm having such a problem. I don't know why. It's not pulling up for me. I don't know why. Oh my gosh.
Well, maybe we can talk about it tomorrow. Chris did commission that after all.
Okay.
So.
Is that the picture that I think it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah, okay. So I I've never seen
Thought
that.
I'd put it in there.
I never seen that until just now, actually. Or until earlier. And I saw it and I just started dying and I'm like, okay, I have to remember to ask her this and I totally forgot, so thank you for reminding me.
Thought I'd put it in there. Thought I'd put it in there times 3. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we're definitely going to show that off. I'm going to show that off to him tomorrow. But yeah, so yes, Kristen Ark will be joining us tomorrow. If you're not sure what we're referring to, for some reason I can't show it on the stream, but it's the thumbnail. Go look at the thumbnail. Maggot made it. It's hilarious. So, yes, thank you, Maggot, for reminding me to ask you about that. But yeah, so that's tomorrow night, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. So, but anyway, thank you, Maggot. Love you to death, and I will talk to you tomorrow, my dear.
All right, see ya. Okay.
And yes, thank you again to Jane. You are a treasure. You are a gem. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This was really, really fun, and it was a great conversation, and I hope that she'll be back at some point to, just hang out, maybe talk again or whatever, just to chill out and whatnot. So hopefully that will happen again here soon. But yeah, so I will see you guys all tomorrow night with Kristen Ark. So you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and end it. I'm not going to play a song or anything. So you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful night, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.